Brides and Berserkers 2 is brought to you by Dragon Shield, makers not only of fine card sleeves, but also of game accessories for DMs and players. Use code LRRMTG5 on the Dragon Shield store to get 5% off your order.
Hello and welcome to this wonderful episode of Dice Friends. I am your humble GM, Michelle Rapp. Indeed, I am privileged and proud to bring you Grooms and Geists, a Brides and Berserkers adventure. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce everyone to our lovely table here. We'll begin with Kathleen.
Hello! My name is Kathleen, and for today's adventure, I am playing Chuha, who is a 10th level rogue warlock, as in 5 levels of rogue and 5 levels of warlock, baby. Because what is multi-classing if not being very even about things?
Yeah.
Chuha is old for an Aetherborn, and they would like to keep being alive is their main motivation, but also they also want to make sure that when they are living, they are having the best time possible, because if you're not living well, what's the point of living at all? It's an old Aetherborn phrase.
Hi, my name's Nelson, and I'm going to be playing Linden Graff's Hand again. Remedies on Theros, but we'll see if he finds any other monikers in this session. He's a level 10 paladin, a Cathar of the Church of Sigarda from the Plain of Innistrad, who's traveled around through the Omen Paths and has stayed true to his paladin mission, continuing learning paladin skills and doing paladin stuff. And yeah, delighted to learn that Chuha is still with us. The end of every one of these sessions, I'm not sure if Kathleen's playing another character or not. Linden's outlook on life is a little bit less carpe diem and more just trying to survive. Like, he's also grasping every moment and holding on to it for dear life.
But coming at it from like a different approach.
That's
than
right.
Chuha.
Yeah, we're both very present. Yeah. I guess it's pretty similar. We're both like, we have a background of thinking we might not be alive tomorrow.
Right.
For different reasons.
Oh, this is why we're friends.
That's right.
Yeah.
You get along easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a general acknowledgement of death constantly at your door.
Cough, dust.
What was that?
Flies away. This side of the table.
Yeah, hi, I'm Graham, and I am once again portraying Monocles, the Leonine Tabaxi? What are we?
Leonine.
Leonine,
Yeah.
because he's from Theros, which means he's not used to the weather where we're going today. He's a wild magic sorcerer, though we have yet to trip that particular
Knock on wood.
condition. Yeah.
Knock on wood.
I mean, hopefully it happens because it'd be funny. Monocles is he's a very good boy who is like he's based mostly on dice rolls from last session. Is like not the brightest, but has a good heart, and is part of this adventuring group that I don't know. I guess we quest for our job. I guess that's what we do.
We travel around and help people out and look for things that we want.
We're a sword and staff and fist and I don't know, whatever you use for hire.
Stab. I guess you
Knife.
Stab, knife.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
You don't use a sword either, do you?
I do have a sword,
Okay,
actually.
great.
I think of Monocles as our fearless ball of fluff.
Yeah.
And last but not least,
our team's fearless ball of meat. I am playing Bophides, who is a monk because he is a philosopher, wrestler, follower of Keranos, the Therosian god of storms. You might notice that Bophides has an enormous lightning bolt scar across his body. What are they called? Lichtenberg figure scar. Yes, thank you. And he is not quite sure which it is. Keranos either failed to kill him or declined to kill him. And this is like, it's tricky, right? This consumes Beaufides's thoughts. But he's broad, brawny, he enjoys combat, he enjoys confrontation, he enjoys conflict, whether it is in the form of the wrestling ring or the forum, right? He is in the painting, the school of Miletus, drawing platonic solids on the forearm of Hypatia.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So thank you all very much for introducing your characters from last time. Things are going to be a little different this campaign. So let's begin our adventure far from the sunny Mediterranean climate of Theros. Instead, we are immersed in a swirling, bone-chilling evening fog. Thick and almost opaque with spirits and mist, as another twilight dies on the dark plain of Innistrad. As we descend through the mist, we see the waves below are dark, brutal, and endless, blades of ocean cutting against the craggy cliffs and weathered docks of the port city of Drunau. One of the bastions of trade here in Nephalia, Drunau has long been a place of commercial pragmatism, bringing both alive and undead to the bargaining table for whatever goods or services they thirst for. Up above, the full silver moon rises in the night sky, calling in the tide along with the Geist-filled mists of the Nebelgast. As the day fully succumbs to night, the haunted spirits of the sea wail and rattle Drunau's towers, taverns, and mansions, their cries intertwined with the crash of waves and the creaking of old ships. Sea grafts shamble in from the waves, their famished, undead corpses bedecked in seaweed, rusted weapons, and torn clothing. Meanwhile, cultists quietly make their way to the cliffs, meeting in caves to induct members and invoke primordials sleeping in the sea. Not much has changed here since the Phyrexian invasion. After all, the citizens of Innistrad are used to handling a wide variety of horrors, from monstrous scabs to Eldrazified angels, while the villages away in provincial Gavany opted for larger pitchforks to handle the Phyrexians. The people of Nephalia simply reached for their whaling harpoon. However, the appearance of the Omen Paths has created a new revenue stream for Drunau, with merchants adding items like vials of halo, Avishkarn clockwork, and smuggled Dominarian vintages to their offerings. It is at such an Omen Path portal that we find our adventurers, fresh from their celebrations on Theros, being deposited on a windswept and barren cliff 8 miles from their destination. Which is Drunau, to be clear. So, the Omen Path opens up. Triangles, portals, blue light, white sparkly bits at the edges. And it's a real climate shift as you go in from warm and lovely and sun-filled, like gorgeous Mediterranean, like Therosian weather. And then like, bam, you could get hit in the face with this like cold, dense, dark fog. And as your shoes and feet start touching the grass below, there's not really much mud to be had on these cliffs because it's really all just granite and rock. So the puddles of water just kind of seep through immediately. And even though all of you have very thoughtfully geared up for this new weather, it still doesn't seem to quite cut it. So what do you all look like now? Since you've realized you had to go back to Innistrad to catch up with the Cathar cohort of Linden's class.
Right.
Yeah.
Linden will be wearing plate mail armor and holding a shield, and then on top of that have like leathers, and then underneath that have a sort of layer of cotton. So he's heavy, but he's probably honestly not insulated enough. He's going to need to keep moving and keep his heart pumping in order to remain comfortable.
And you know this because you're from here.
Yeah, we're not going to hang around outside the Omen Path for long. We need to cut through the bitter stench of death of my homeland, as soon as everyone's gotten their bearings.
Flashback to the Therosian equivalent of REI. You're all just in there with the various clothes taken from across the multiverse. Kathleen.
Correction, I'm not in the Therosian REI because I'm an Aetherborn. I don't really feel hot and cold the same way you guys do, so I've chosen my outfit for style.
Right.
This is why you look. Monocles doesn't know this. This is why you look like a Stromkirk vampire.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I was assured this was very stylish on Innistrad. I will say the clothes don't hang quite as well off my very noodly, thin stick figure body, but you know what? I'm feeling confident as I step out.
You look like you're wearing Grandpa Edgar's cloak or something. Yeah, it's like, I look good. It's
Yeah.
a little too long.
I look cool.
Your clothes immediately take on salt stains from the sea. It's just
I
instantaneous.
feel heavier all of a sudden just from the moisture in the air. Did you say that the miserable death stench of your homeland?
Yeah.
So you're vibing to be here, eh?
It's a mixed bag.
Yeah, how do you feel being back?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of nostalgia. All of a sudden, we've been gone for years. I hadn't been back to Innistrad for quite some time, and certainly the most dizzying part of Linden's life has been since he last left. So, a lot of different experiences have happened to him on his adventures through the plains. So it feels even longer since he's been back on Innistrad, but after 2 breaths and looking around, he's already on guard again. So, yeah, my character is still carrying, the cloak of nervousness and, fear of the surroundings.
Okay. Chuha will note that.
Okay, great.
It's so moist. It's so, especially near the sea. Monocles is not built for this weather. He's so damp and cold. And you said that the outfits didn't cut it, but the weather sure does, right to the bone. It gets cold sometimes in Theros. It's not tropical all the time, but not like this. Oh, this is a new kind of cold, which I'm sure we've experienced at some point on our travels before, but, it's not one Monocles has been eager to revisit.
Yeah, it just seems like no matter how much you put on, it still feels cold. The coldness seeps through your muscle and just hits your bone and decides to stay there.
Yeah, real kind of Vorpal cold.
Yes.
And Bophides is just head to toe in oiled, canvas clothes. It's probably a fairly nice autumn day in Innistrad, right? By the standards, people are like, oh, it's one of the last nice days of summer. We're vibing here, and Bophides is like, wow, this place sucks.
Off in the distance,
What is
you see
this?
a couple in Innistrad, an Nepalian version of one of those Victorian era swimsuits.
Yeah,
with the stripes and the shorts and whatnot, and they're just
exactly.
lounging.
Yeah, and Bophides is just like, I'm cold and upset. I am fine, by the way. He is fine, but he's being a giant baby about it. He's taking off his glove and draining it of water, putting it back on, taking off the other glove, draining it of water, putting it back on. It's not even rain, it's just sweat, right? But
All the oiled leathers.
Just the oiled leathers. Yeah.
Or canvas, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. And then under that he's got on one of those big, thick Scottish or Irish sweaters. Right. He looks like a sea
Fisherman's.
captain.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. You look like a goth Gordon's fisherman. kind of
Yeah,
situation. Yeah.
And his scar hurts.
Oh,
Oh, I bet.
that
Yeah.
makes sense given where you are. Nephalia is the place where all the Scab people work, all the mad scientists. Ludovic hangs out around here.
Yeah, this is
It's a thunderous area.
this is the place of storms. And Bophides knows from storms and personally knows that they're bad news. Nothing good ever happened because of anything Karanos touched.
Just Chuha, being a very empathetic character, is going to notice that you're upset, and you're upset, and you're from here, but you're upset. And it's making me upset, which is very annoying. But I'm going to say, wait, Linden, this place stinks. Why are we here?
That's what I was going to say.
I have business to attend to, and you said you wanted to come with me, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, we're here for you, buddy.
Yeah, recap your business.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to story tell the part after my business?
We don't have to go into it now. I will go into it as we continue.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do see for all intents and purposes, a sunbathing Innistrad couple. And as you get a little closer, you do realize that they're actually just zombies. They're just undead. Jaws kind of like unhinged. But they're both relaxing on, I guess, the remains of a lounge chair that's been cobbled together by driftwood. And beaches on Innistrad are really just dead things and rocks next to a cliff. And the cliffs are all, like I mentioned before, granite. So, this is the closest that we're going to get to any kind of attitude resembling the place that you just left.
Right, and it's all kind of like cemented together with lichen and moss.
Yes, lichen, moss, dead people.
Yeah, they can still do tongue kissing.
Are the
Well, now I can.
First roll of the game. Let me see if they can.
are they?
They got a 6. So what happens is that you come closer, and they're clearly a loving if undead couple, and they kind of get closer together. But as they like start doing the lean, they do the head tilt, the jaw of one of them just fully unhinges, and then just drops off, and then the other one looks at them and they just like touch foreheads instead.
Oh, I love them.
And then
The two happiest people on Innistrad.
We must turn them.
Leave them alone.
I was gonna ask. I was like, "Yo, are zombies here?" Like, because we've fought zombies before, and they're usually like real angry and aggressive. These two seem chill. Are Innistrad zombies just sort of like moss, like, or?
I think they just haven't noticed us yet because we just got here.
I was gonna say, like,
Because on Theros, like the undead are kind of like a hallowed thing,
yeah.
right? They wear masks. They're from the underworld. If they're up top, something's wrong.
Yeah.
But you respect the hustle if they're up top.
Yeah.
They've worked to get there.
whereas these, they just kind of woke up.
There are several different fates you can have after dying here on Innistrad, and this might not be the worst one, but it's not the best either.
All right.
So as they are like 50 yards away, you can avoid them if you want, but they are next to the path.
I was gonna ask, like, what kind of? Because you're a paladin.
I'm a paladin.
What kind of paladin? Like, are you like a? Like, are you like,
Oath of devotion. Yeah.
We got to go deal with these guys just because you see them. Is it like, well, now I have to turn these dudes?
I think if they're on the road, and it's not out of my way, certainly this would be considered part of my oath. So I would like to, as an action, since you're fiends and undead, they can see or hear me within 30 feet, and they must make a wisdom saving throw. On failure, it's turned for a minute or until it takes damage.
So you are about 50 feet away from them at this point because you've all been walking up this road. So they don't see you yet. They don't clock you because they're too busy enjoying the seascape. Yeah, you want to get closer?
Well, yeah, they're in our way.
They'll get closer. They're in your way. They're not quite in your way, but okay, we can do that. So you get closer. How would you like to address this pair of loving undead people?
Right. Go ahead.
Chuha is going to be like, can Chuha elbow Linden with like a little wheedly elbow and be like, leave them alone. They're happy. Why don't we just walk around?
I don't think...
Oath this, oath that.
I'm going to... They don't notice you. I rolled a 3.
See, they're in love. They want to do zombie,
What exactly, Kathleen, do they want to do?
Chuha doesn't know.
What is this do?
This is,
What is this?
All right. They really can't see us? Are we gonna be able to keep walking down the road without them
You
noticing
can
us?
absolutely walk down the road. Their backs are to you. I rolled a 3 on perception. You decide you're a paladin. If it's part of your oath to basically turn any zombie you see, this could be in violation of your pact,
Right.
of your oath.
Okay. Nelson isn't completely sure. Linden should know for sure, one way or the other. For role-playing, I'd rather try to do a nice thing for Chuha on her first 10 minutes on Innistrad, but maybe I'm not allowed to, so I could look it up.
You are a paladin. So if your oath of devotion...
Oath of devotion, yeah.
Your oath of devotion, so that can be uncompromising, especially if your thing is like undead equals bad
Yeah.
And given your I think it makes sense given your upbringing that you'd be like, no.
Chuha, they might look like they're having fun now, but they are going to be so much more at peace in another 60 seconds. And I will turn directly towards them and march comfortably towards their doom.
I guess Chuha's going to watch. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just going to watch this happen.
Yeah.
So Chuha, roll perception for me, and you can have advantage on this.
Oh, lovely. I actually... All right, well, that's pretty good. All right, 17 plus 7, 24 on perception.
You do get an amazing ping of it's just a lot of shouting. Like, just, it's like, it's an interesting feeling in your head because it feels like it should be a lot of people, but it's just one voice. And it all seems rather hopeful, but also a little reticent. They're a little scared, but they're kind of excited. And they seem excited to
be sent.
To be sensed.
Do you mean the voice, not the zombie?
The voices. The zombies are off making out or trying to anyway. But yeah, you're feeling this and it's coming closer.
Oh, interesting. So I'm getting one voice that's excited coming towards me.
One voice that feels like a lot of voices, but is all united.
No. So one crowd of people.
One crowd of people, all singular in their intent and emotion.
Interesting. Coming, and it's not the zombies, but it's coming towards us.
Yes, it's coming towards you and coming rather quickly.
Can I get a direction on it?
Yes, it's coming from inland.
Inland. So where we're heading anyhow. So it's like up the path?
It's not up the path. So the path is going, let's say if the path is going north-south, this is coming from the east.
Oh, okay. So there's just like some woods beside us of like...
I mean, just not exactly woods. It's just like a lot of fog. Like the thing is, like, there's just tons of fog.
All right. So I'm going to look into this misty, foggy landscape and say, hey, yo, you know what? I appreciate that you're killing the zombies, I guess, but I do want to hear about how things don't stay dead here. There's something coming towards us.
Huh?
Okay.
Linden, are you continuing to go to these?
Yeah, I
undead
just want to
lovers?
walk up to these
right.
this beautiful
So as
couple
this
and
beautiful
and their
couple-
zombiehood.
So they look up at you and they're just like, and they start doing the familiar thing that you're familiar with, which is to start rising up from their driftwood lawn chairs and try to eat your face.
Right. Okay.
They're very slow about it, though.
Right. I want to cut their heads off with my sword.
All right, roll initiative for me.
Okay, great. I rolled a 17.
I guess we're all in initiative, or
You don't have to. If you want to get in on this, you can, or you can just watch Linden do his thing.
just watching him do his job.
Yeah.
We'll hang back and watch Linden do his thing.
Sure.
If he needs help, he'll ask.
I got a 17.
I got an 18. I'm just going to have both of them act on their turn. Okay, so the first one is going to make a slam attack, just like with their fist.
Sure.
Like I said, they're wearing kind of like Victorian era swim gear. One of them is wearing kind of like a sun hat, and so
Oh, like the one piece bathing
it's the
suit
one
with
piece
stripes.
with the stripes. Yeah, with the stripes. And the other one has one with stripes with like little frills on the end, so you can tell like they care about gender. Even
Of course.
though they're dead.
Yeah.
So the one with the frills attempts to make a slam attack against you.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
No, it does not. Whiffs. And then the second one is going to try to scratch you.
Okay.
I'm guessing that an 8 also doesn't hit.
No.
All right. So the loving couple tries and fails to do a eat on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will try to do an eat on one of them.
You try to do an eat on one?
No, I'm going to hit them with my sword. Okay, so I have a crystal longsword that's +8, and then I think I have a second attack now. I'll figure that out. Okay, I rolled a 9 +8, so a 17.
That hits.
Okay, and then I get a d8 of slashing, and then another d8 of radiant damage with this crystal longsword.
Amazing.
So 7 plus 1, and then +4 from the first d8. So 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yeah.
You basically scythe one of them, you just hit one of them and it just like goes, it's bifurcated now.
Okay.
But it's hanging on. It's hanging on. You hit the one with the ruffles. It's hanging on. The one with the sun hat turns to look at its ruffly companion and just goes,
Is it a sad rah?
it's a sad and shocked rah-rah.
Right. I'm so sorry.
You're feeling these emotions.
Me?
Yeah. You're Aetherborn. This was your curse.
That's why I hang out with people who are fun and like to get in fights. You
do feel-
you get nothing. It's just
Maybe you feel a sense of satisfaction from Linden. So they're going to go again. Oh, do you have a second attack?
Yeah, level 5 you get one.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just do the same thing.
Are you going to finish off Ruffles or Hat?
Okay. Finish just one at a time.
get
Okay.
Ruffles.
All right. I rolled a 2, so it's a 10 after modifications.
That it totally hits.
Okay. Okay. So 18 damage.
Yeah, you describe to me how you absolutely obliterate Ruffles.
Right. So I just want to cut its head off, and then on the way back down, I'll cut it off in half at the hips, so that it falls into a neat stack of body parts in like one sort of Minecraft cube.
Amazing. So tidy. All right. Anything else you'd like to do before Sun Hat decides to come for you?
No, I don't need to do anything else.
Yeah, you don't.
That's fine.
You can. Okay. Does a 20 hit you?
20 does not hit. I have an armor class of 21.
So what happens is Sun Hat looks at the remains of Ruffles and lets out this like wail of sadness, and then picks up the fallen jawbone of their friend and tries to hit you with it.
Oh no.
Very Samson, honestly, if we're getting biblical. That was a terrible movie. And they miss. They miss hitting you with their friend's jaw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really sad.
that's all they can do.
Hopefully they won't have to try to do that again.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Okay. I will hit them with my sword. It's 17. to
Okay,
hit.
that
was okay,
hits.
right?
That
Okay.
hits.
And I will deal 5, 9, 11 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to hit him again?
Yeah. Okay, I rolled a 17 to hit, so that'll hit, and then I'll deal them another 16 damage.
So tell us how you dispatch this last friend.
Great, yeah.
Sun Hat.
No problem. I will cut off one arm and then the other and then its head. And then hopefully that was all fast enough, and then I can kind of like just nudge it a bit with my shoulder so that its body falls down and then its limbs fall on top of it.
Nice.
Any prayers for the?
Yeah, okay.
friends?
Now I'll go into like if we're out of combat.
Out of
I'll,
combat,
like
yep, they're
start
dead.
praying to Sigarda and trying to consecrate these remains, right? Like trying
Yes.
to send these zombies into these undead, into like their spirits into a more peaceful place,
So as you
state of existence. Yeah.
As you pray, it's nighttime, so the moon is up in the sky, and as you pray, a very slim moonbeam descends and illuminates the pile of bits in front of you.
Tidy stacks.
Just little, incredibly neat. This is something maybe you're known for on Innistrad.
Leaves more room to get around.
It's just
you know?
very economical.
You don't want to have to keep track of where all of the potential melee weapons are, right?
Yes.
Just make sure you know that they're in a spot.
Yeah. Also, everyone's stuff is like together, so bones don't get mixed up.
Yeah, they can find themselves in the afterlife again.
The moonlight shines down upon this pile of friends, and you see two spirits rise. This time you see, what looks like a dude and a lady, Ruffles and Sun Hat, in their bathing suits. They hold hands, they turn to you, they nod, and then they just kind of walk into the sea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Chuha say this?
Yes, Chuha sees this.
How does Chuha feel about
Yeah,
all
how
this?
does Chuha feel about this?
I know it was a little gnarly there in the middle.
What's wrong with this place?
Wow. It's a long story.
This all happens in the span of like less than 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Rough neighborhood.
Hey, welcome to Innistrad. It smells like this.
It certainly does. Chuha has a very keen sense of smell.
Yeah.
It's like dead fish and
Yeah.
sadness.
Is there a shovel here?
Roll for shovel.
I rolled a 5 to look for a shovel. I do have a
There's-
bit of a bonus on perception. It's not trained though. Sorry, it's like 8.
So you don't get a shovel. What you find is that the wood that's been used to make these driftwood lawn chairs.
Oh yeah.
You can kind of do something with that.
I can give you a hand with that.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's-
build a pyre.
let's
hear.
I guess, yeah, it's like we're on a rocky cliff. Yeah, I guess this is actually a pyre scenario here. That'll probably be faster and easier. Sure. Let's get to turning this into a blessed fire.
All right, you turn it into a blessed fire. The
yeah.
moonbeam continues to consecrate this lovely little this little dot of warmth on the coast of Nephalia. Meanwhile, Chuha, this noise in your head has been getting louder and louder, and the rest of you make perception checks with advantage.
Ooh, 18.
20.
I rolled an 8, and then I have a +3 in perception.
Okay, 11.
Okay.
You're a little busy with the whole like fire situation.
Right.
But the rest of you you hear the voices in your head. The rest of you, not you, start feeling like thumps, like a rhythmic, kind of like a rhythmic thump. It's not entirely in sync with itself all the time, but it's like
I can like feel vibrations.
you can
in the
feel the
ground.
vibrations in the ground as you're attempting to dig.
Is
Are you still attempting to dig in the rock?
Well, I'm sort of like as I was digging, or as helping build the pyre. I'm like sort of like, is that normal?
What do you mean?
Like the rumbling?
Yeah.
The rumbling is coming from the voices.
I'm going to
the
look
what?
for some high ground.
Can I try to roll perception
better
again
roll?
and hear
can
this
roll perception
rumbling?
again.
Yeah. Okay, I rolled a 10, so a 13 this time. I don't know if Linden can hear this.
You feel like a little something, but you don't understand why everyone's a little alarmed.
What voices? Sorry, what?
It's like a crowd of people. It's a crowd of people.
Can I
They're
go-
all saying the same thing, like "Chew Ha's great," but they're not saying that.
Okay, can I roll knowledge history here?
Yes, you can roll knowledge history with
Okay,
advantage.
I got a 9 plus 4 is 13.
Advantage.
Advantage. That means I roll again.
Yes, take the higher.
Okay, great. I'm gonna get a 19 for my knowledge history. Try to figure out what thing on Innistrad this is.
So here's what cinches it in your mind. You see coming out of the fog what looks like the spires and roofs of something, and you think it's like an urban legend because you're not exactly from this area. No, you are.
Right.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You are, but you're like, that can't have happened. That was weird, that can't possibly be hand weird, it just it can't possibly be that. I mean, no one, it disappeared into the night. Like no one's heard of them since.
The greatest exaggeration of the Eldrazi invasion come true. It's the writhing township of Hanweir. We should get going.
Looming out of the mist, it coming into focus, the voices becoming louder and clearer, but surprisingly friendly. You see the Hanweir township. It is as if a giant mall has just appeared on legs, and it takes up the entire vicinity of your like immediate era.
And it's horrific.
It's horrific. It's got,
But it's also like good vibed.
it's good vibes. It's got good vibes. It's got the greatest vibes.
Wait,
It's urban sprawl.
now when you say the greatest vibes, like friendly or like beguiling?
Friendly.
Okay.
Okay.
Friendly. It's like just generally happy, but it's generally happy. What would you all like to do?
I'd like to make a persuasion on it.
Yeah, go
away.
home.
Yeah.
Go home.
You are stuck between a cliff and this place.
Right.
Can I give it a friendly, what ho, township? And sort of be like, have you come to Bargle? But I'm not good to eat, by the way. That kind of vibe is what I would like to do.
It is happy to see you. It's happy to see everyone.
Doesn't want us to come inside, does it? I'm just going to yell up at it.
Okay, you're going to yell at it.
I'm going to go, what ho, amalgam?
I want to apologize. I'm so sorry, my friends. I thought we'd be here for at least 10 minutes before some new horrible thing that I had never encountered before
It's just writing.
assaulted us.
But here's the thing, Linden. It seems to be writhing in a good mood.
Oh.
So what do you want, my friends? We're not tasty, but we are open to talk if that's your vibe.
I'm just trusting at this point that
You
because
don't
like
wanna eat him,
we
it's
have
all string.
we have experience, we've traveled before, so I just know that you have some sense that this thing is not immediately aggressive because it seems freaky and
Large.
Monocles is concerned.
Yeah, I'd like to try and get around it without having to dive into the sea, though, because I don't think I can swim. I think I just sink.
You could
don't
walk
know.
back, but yeah,
I might dissolve in the waves, actually. There's no way I'm going in the water. My body's very fragile.
I'm just going to go back to praying. Like,
Oh,
oh, heavenly cigar.
I've been like, yo, what's up, township? What's the township do back?
The township wriggles again, and you hear this overwhelming cry of just in like various tones, and you hear the various shakings of implements like the farming stuff, the crossbows, the shingles on the roofs that still exist.
Chuha, is that good?
I don't know. It went.
I heard that part.
Yeah, that's what but yeah, I don't know. What's my vibe check on the response?
It's just sort of like general greeting.
General greeting. All right, I'm
General greeting.
gonna say, okay, hey, peace. Where are we going again? Drunau?
Drunau.
Yeah, we're off to Drunau, but I'll see you later. It was nice to meet you.
When you mention Drunau, it gets even more excited, and a tentacle thing covered in like, it's a smaller one, so it's not covered in like larger farm implements. It's covered in like, spades and spoons and knives and other things, comes out and extends to you and gives you this letter.
Oh.
And it retracts and waits for you to read it.
Hello and greetings. We are the glorious convergence of the Hanawir Township, and we seek neighborly friendship with Drunau. It is spelled a U, not an A, Oliver. We request a meeting with elder veterans of the city and pledge that no harm will come to anyone of the city. We wish to simply stare at the sea in peace. The sea is very pretty. In a gesture of friendship, we enclose an item that will summon us to aid the city in any way you deem necessary. We would also like to crochet. Do you like to crochet? Also, we like dogs, Oliver, and eggs. We like eggs. We like pears very much. Ecstatically yours. Hanweir Tunge. I can do that for you. Thanks for letting me know.
Can I see the letter? That's impressive penmanship.
Yeah, last I heard they were having trouble holding one pen.
They've worked really hard on this.
Is crocheting like weaving?
Maybe. It's just with a single hook, though. But they've got several now, so maybe they've got a few things going on at the same
Is
time.
there some...
It definitely started to fall apart at the end when all the various voices wanted to add just things that they like. Oh, I also like this. Oh, I also like this. Write that down. We don't need to write that down. That's terrific.
So, Hanweir Township, you would like to neighborly friendship with Drunau. You just want to simply stare at the sea in peace. Are the people of Drunau, like, coming to bother you?
Little wriggles and a shrug.
I mean, this was the only thing they had prepared.
The township wants us to deliver this note to Drunau.
Yeah.
And it seems as though somehow the people of Hanweir are still alive.
And have a
Unless
lot of
this is a
opinions.
trick. But they haven't killed us.
No. All right. Well,
Another tentacle emerges. A different one this time.
Right.
It's got like a jar of preserved pears stuck in it.
Okay.
And just like hands you, Chuha, a little whistle, a little silver whistle.
oh, this is to summon them if we need them. But you know what? I appreciate the magnitude of this gift. Amalgamated township, the convergence, the congregated township. I appreciate the gesture, so I will keep this safe with me and only call on it in times of dire need. But hopefully at a time that makes you look really good and heroic, so everybody likes you.
This is what people in Oak Bay think will happen if all the cities amalgamate in Victoria. That's a hyperlocal joke.
Another tentacle, as it gives you this whistle, drops in, and there's like a really effed up looking gift basket.
Okay.
Just love the idea of like the Hanweir Township proudly writhing around Innistrad with like a best village banner that
They're trying to attract new visitors. Their tourism industry is not doing so great, but they've got a lot of vacancies.
It kind of reminds me of that musical number from Sweeney Todd where she's just dreaming about going to the beach.
I mean, very similar vibes. They just want to stare at the sea.
But he's right here to stare at.
Well, they want to be neighbors. Like they're a neighbor. Like
Yeah, because Hanweir, it was red aligned. It was kind of like a mountain town.
it was kind of a mountain town, and now they've like gone to see. And then with the internal like lore flashback, with the internal politics as chronicled in the Hanweir Chronicles, there's a lot of like stuff that like they wanted to do things properly. Sometimes properly meant things that eventually led to Eldrazi emulsification. But this is a town that I think cares a lot about keeping up appearances, such as they are.
They've tried to beautify their tentacles.
They've got a character. The community character is very important.
There's like some somewhat attempted artistic like expression with like moss
And
here and
honestly, this is the best outcome I've ever seen from somebody BCCing everyone. Right? A very coherent email chain.
So the gift basket does have some like pear preserves. They don't look too hot.
They are kind of warm though.
They are warm. They are just
Don't look so hot, but they are kind of body heat warm.
They are. Yeah.
Chuha's gonna sniff them.
They smell past fermented.
Ooh. Hey, you could get drunk on this.
That might be necessary later.
All right, well, here you go, Linden.
Thanks.
It doesn't do anything for me. But I am going to take some of because I have my wondrous jug that I can vape out of, essentially. I'm gonna
The Church of Sigarda must actually make some wild moonshine.
yeah. Probably.
Got to keep them all inside the church until dawn, you know.
I'm going to take a vape hit of my rose oil,
Yeah.
which is out in the place of the mayonnaise in my jug of wondrous liquids.
Right, I forgot that the jug of wondrous liquids makes mayonnaise for some reason.
Yeah, that's one of the default options, and I've replaced it. It's
Is this like a Stardew? I always wonder if it's like a Stardew Valley.
It's an alchemy jug, I guess technically is what it's called. But yeah, the mayo slot has been replaced with rose oil, so I can vape, and then I'm going to do that. And then we're going to take our letter and our whistle and our boozy pears.
I thought you were going to pour some of the boozy pear into your alchemist jug so you can vape boozy pear.
No, absolutely not. I say we continue on.
Okay.
All
All right. Message received.
As you wave goodbye, the entire shambling mass just like perches itself on like the cliff on the road that you just passed, but it like very thoughtfully does its best not to like encroach on the sacred fire that you put there. And then it just waves. It just wriggle waves at you. This giant thing.
You know, the people are friendlier in Innistrad than I thought.
Those ones, it turns out, are, like I said, somehow still alive. And the living on Innistrad will generally do their best for you.
Well.
Some exceptions.
And the dead keep coming back, you say.
All kinds of ways.
Excellent.
Are there non-horrific ways that they come back?
Nope.
Good talk, Linden. Good talk.
Your choice of horrors.
As you draw closer to the town, you hear the sound of seagulls, both alive and undead. You hear some undead seals barking. Some of them are alive, maybe. You're not quite sure. I don't know if anyone here cares about whether or not they're alive or dead, but you do hear something. And you happen to finally reach the town.
Yay.
Jordynne is a really lovely place, all things considered. Like, it would be the equivalent of, like, a Martha's Vineyard, I suppose, but, like, it's Innistrad, so of course it's going to be, like,
We're grading on a bell curve here.
a really strange bell curve here.
All right, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Mary Shelley's vineyard.
Yes.
Maybe.
It looks like it's got some natural fortification.
Yes, it has natural fortification because the Nebelgast comes in, which is this basically like this wall of fog filled with ghosts that just happens to come in with the tide. And then there's also just the dead people that come in from the waves covered in stuff. Sailors are just like, "Rawr," and dead. So yeah, and then of course there's vampires. This is of course the one of the headquarters of the Stromkirk vampire family, who, unlike the other vampire people on Innistrad, are a little bit, they're a little unhinged. They love cults. In fact, Runo Stromkirk, very, very legendary founder of the Stromkirk vampire lineage, is down to like join any cult that seems cool at the time. He's basically like a buff, shirtless MLM leader, I guess. I don't know, cult leader.
Right.
That's kind of that's the vibe I always get when I see Stromkirk.
He's easily confused, but full of charisma.
Sure, yeah.
And pecs.
Great at getting people to follow him to their doom, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Kind of like a Ricardo Montalban-like physique.
pretty much.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
I know that we've already received a pretty awesome side quest. What I forgot. Why are we here though? Did we actually answer that question?
So you walk into town, and Linden is leading you towards a chapel that is off a little side street.
Right.
And you can see that there's been some recent work. So there's a newly created statue of Sigarda over here, and then there's some like broken Abyssinian things around.
Oh yeah.
So
You
so, yeah,
told us about
Linden
this.
Times change.
Yeah.
Meet the new boss.
Yeah, I want to come into the town of Drunau and find the officials and go into this chapel.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
as soon as possible, right? Like,
Gotcha.
yeah.
But
But
why are you here?
Right. I'm here to share my findings on my investigative mission across the plains.
Right.
That I was sent off to do. You know, like I was born and grew up here.
Right.
And I met you all while I was traveling through the Omen paths, learning about the rest of the plains for the benefit of the church. To try to find more, technology or knowledge that will help us continue to thrive among the living humans and followers of Sigarda.
Neat.
I've sort of done that a little bit. Yeah,
We can tell them all about how great Avishkar is.
we can. Yeah. We've got Avishkari, trinkets we've encountered, and I've taken some copious notes, and I can share those.
Linden showed up with a PowerPoint.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you all came with me because you're my friends. And you hadn't been to Innistrad yet, and you'd been to some other planes. So we're on a mission of curiosity and sharing of knowledge.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Both of these respects the hustle.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
You're our adventuring friend, and if you're like, I need to go home and do a thing, it's like, okay, well, we'll come with you then. I haven't been to Innistrad before. How bad can it be?
Yeah.
Answer, worse than expected.
First 5 minutes, just
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to recover from meeting Anweir.
Yes.
to be fair,
Yeah.
the
Yes, it
remaining
will.
7 miles of your trip is relatively uneventful.
Oh, great.
So yeah.
Good. Yeah, just a couple of a nice seaside walk for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Keep looking over my shoulder and like, yep, there's a whole town up on the back there.
Still see it.
Okay.
It's waving gently in the breeze.
Again, the vibes, the voices, they're good.
They're good.
So as you walk in, you wanted to meet with one of the elders. So you see the town guard about, and I guess you see like a couple of people dressed in city guard uniforms, and they say, I see another Cathar has arrived.
It's been a while. Good to see you again. Hello, welcome, or hi. Yes.
Yes.
Church business.
Church business. Okay, see some form of ID.
Yeah, I can show them a sigil.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah,
Cool.
great.
Awesome. You know where it is? You said you wanted to visit one of the elders, or...
Right. Well, I mean, we do have this important note as well, but yeah, I would like to, or Linden needs to meet with whoever's in charge of the church that
All right.
can somehow find a connection to his mission.
Gotcha.
right? Like maybe he's going to need to go to another church before he's delivering all of these notes and findings.
You're all
Maybe-
going to the same
maybe
place.
The one now is going to be fine.
It's basically a big Cathar school class reunion. So you enter town. It's nighttime, so not a lot of humans are out. The ones that are very heavily armed, like the city guard, or look like they can just take care of themselves, are just big and brawny like that. You do see some Stromkirk vampires, like, just starting their, like, nightly rave party routine. So you do see some well-decorated looking mansions are essentially clubs. The club for the vampires.
Cool.
I want to go to there.
Don't go in there. That's not for you.
You hear like a thumping drum and like some really like intense hurdy-gurdy nonsense happening.
The vibes sound hedonistic inside.
How about we wake up during the day
Yeah.
in Innistrad at least once. At least once
Make it-
before you go
Make
in
it through
there.
one morning.
All right,
One
all
night.
right. Skip one for me. Okay, just one.
Okay.
I'm going to find something interesting for you to smell soon, I'm sure.
All right, fine.
If we've established, and I choose to believe it's canon, based on your previous theories, that Ravnica enjoys hard style.
Oh yeah, hard base. Yeah.
What are they listening to in Innistrad?
I think we mentioned it's like industrial
Industrial Baroque.
Well, I mean, there's some like Baroque electronic music, but I feel like
There's got to be some synth. 'cause
Chamber music with breakbeats? Like, is it like...
I like to imagine
it sounds like Google Bordello in there.
I like to think it sounds like bardcore versions of like System of a Down / I don't know, Papa Roach kind of stuff happening.
All right.
Maybe. There's just like you can hear some glockenspiel, you can hear some hurdy-gurdy. There's
We're mostly toe tapping.
we're mostly toe tapping, and I mean, like, we are in a place that has a lot of technological advances because of all the stitchers nearby, so there is maybe some kind of electronic thing happening as well. But
Theremins.
oh my god, there's theremins.
Frontline assembly on theremin and harpsichord.
Yeah.
You do see
I really want to go in there now.
you see like a vampire boy just like get thrown out a window, and he lands in a crumple of like velvet and satin. He just gets back up and is like, ah, and then he dives back in through the window.
Another time.
They look like they're hedonistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another time.
So
What I do for my friends.
So you make your way through town towards this chapel, so the Sigardian Chapel, as we noted earlier. It's got some new masonry. As you know, this is a town that's known for a lot of really great sculpture because we have so many granite cliffs nearby. And it's not as Innistrad doesn't need a whole lot of tombstones and mausoleums at any point in time. So there's a lot of money coming in for that stuff.
Right.
You see your one of your old cohort mates. You see Hansel Dutenhofer at the door. He's this incredibly tall, built dude. Definitely very friendly. He's got his big smile on his face, which is not common for Innistrad. And you can see he's got these incredible, like, mutton chop, like, side
Did they go out to his shoulders?
They go to his shoulders, and there's just like this, he floofs. Even though you aren't floofy, he floofs. Wearing full paladin plate.
Okay, I'll go to give him the big embrace and say, like, Hansel, it's so good to see you again.
Oh my god, Linden!
I'm so glad you recognize me. Yeah.
So excited. He just tries to start licking your face, and you're like, you remember he's a werewolf.
Right. You've gotten so big.
You've gotten so big. Who are you? Who are you people? Right. And then from behind him, you see his sister, Liesel, emerge. She has dark glasses. She's blind, and so she has a quarterstaff that she uses to help navigate. Hansel is essentially her partner and seeing eye wolf, werewolf, really, because they're bipedal in this world. She comes out and she says, "What did the dog dragon this time?"
Liesel, so good to see you again.
So good to see you, Linden. Oh
Right.
my gosh, you came back for the reunion. And who
It's been too long.
I feel the shuffle of other feet.
These are my friends.
Hansel says, "You have friends?" I thought we were your friends. You have other friends?
It's a big multiverse out there.
That's right. That's true.
It helped to make new allies to stay alive and come back to you.
That's true. We did just come back from Kaldheim. That makes sense.
This is Chuha,
Oh, hello.
Hello.
an Etherborn.
I'm from Avishkar. It's a much nicer plane than this one, if I'm going to be honest with you.
And who are you people?
This is Monocles,
Hi.
a Lanin from Theros.
Do you have a fire I can stand near?
Yes.
Definitely.
So Hansel looks at you and his eyes get very wide and his pupils get very big. And he's like, oh, you're a cat.
Yes.
You're a cat person.
Oh, right, because there's lots of cats on Innistrad. Right.
But you're a cat person.
Right, because there's no Leonin on Innistrad.
Right.
Yes. Hello. I'm sorry for dripping on your floor.
Can I comb your hair?
Yeah.
Okay. He takes out a comb and just starts trying to groom you.
Ow, ow, ow.
I got a map.
All right, glad you two are getting along so well. Finally, this is Bophides, a powerful warrior and thinking
Liesel
man.
says, both of these what?
It can be both of yours. No,
I just
don't.
met you.
I don't say that.
See, we have
It's a
fun here.
stage name. But yes, hi. Very good to meet you. Does she extend her hand?
She extends her hand.
I take it.
Wonderful. You shake the hands.
Yes.
And Lisa says, well, it's just, I think you're the last person here. Hansel, stop trying to groom. Stop it. He likes cats. He's always been,
I can tell.
yeah, he really likes cats. Sorry, is this okay? I can tell him to stop.
I mean,
Hansel looks at all of you with like pleading, sad dog eyes.
it's
Sad
fine, but
dog eyes.
if you got stuff to do, could you leave me the comb?
I don't have anything to do. Yes, you do, Hansel. We have a whole report on Kaldheim. Okay. Here's the comb.
Thank you.
Is nice. I'll come back. So they lead all of you into the chapel, and there's just it's a pretty standard Innistrad chapel. There's pews, there's some stained glass that has seen some better days. There's some like wood that's been like nailed up because some of the glass, like some of the stained glass is broken. Things just don't stay particularly intact on this plane for very long. And you see up at the dais an older black woman, really tired looking. By the way, everyone in Innistrad looks very tired all the time, looks so stressed out. Everyone looks older than they are. Linden, you absolutely follow this trend.
Yeah, no.
What's your age?
I'll see how I think I'm 33 or something.
You look like you're 42.
Yeah.
And everybody here follows that trend. Everybody here looks really old.
Wow.
Right.
And the bishop looks extraordinarily ancient. And she is wearing a mitre with a Sigardian heron on it, some robes. Everyone's taken up a chair. There's like a table set up and there's some chairs around. And you see the rest of your Cathar cohort here to report. So, in addition to, so Hansel and Liesel sit down. You see Bishop Wagner. She gets up. She puts aside her Sigardian staff and gives you a big, warm hug. How are you doing, my boy? It's so good to see you. You look healthy. Why is your skin darker?
There's a sun on other planes
What?
as well. Yes. It's not always obfuscated by the Nebelgast on these other planes, and sometimes it stays out the whole year round. It turns out.
I need to get out. I was just staying here holding down the fort, but I guess I need to go on vacation.
There was some danger, too.
Oh, that can't be. I mean, look, we deal with this, and then like you hear like distant shrieking, and then something falls off, like a candlestick falls off. It's like, the topple guys just won't stop. Hansel, can you put that back up? Yes, I will.
I'm very happy to be back, though. Thank you.
You look so healthy.
I'm glad you're still here.
I'm glad I'm still here too. I'm glad everyone is still here. You brought friends. You have other friends.
Why does everyone keep saying that? Chuha yells from the back of the... Because I figure that, like, Chuha's not going to join this meeting, so they're going to go to the pews, and they're going to sit there, and they're going to, like, put their feet up on one of the other pews and just be relaxing at the back of the church, taking in
Amazing.
the vibes.
Yeah.
Why do people keep saying that you have other friends like it's a surprise, Linden?
You sense great embarrassment.
Hee hee.
Bophades takes off his hat and coat.
It takes, how long does it take you to like officially unlayer yourself?
You would be impressed at how quickly Bophades can take off his clothes.
Is this like a magic Mike moment? Like,
It's like, thump,
it's just all tearaway. It's just
basically,
Velcro and snaps.
into a damp pile.
Are you wearing like your usual robes underneath with your like scar and everything on display?
yeah.
Okay. You are officially the least dressed person here.
Steam.
Just steam.
Right.
Steam.
Yeah.
So Hansel and Liesel take their seats. After hugging you, Bishop Wagner sort of gestures to an empty chair for you to sit at. They've like these high-backed, Gothic-looking chairs. And you also see someone you haven't laid eyes on in a really long time. It's Elke Berghammer.
Elke Berghammer.
You're someone who's very special to you.
As I live and breathe. Didn't know I'd see you again.
Elke is a tired-looking. Everyone here is tired.
Yeah.
She's a white woman in her mid-late 30s with blonde hair and braids kind of wrapped around her head. She's got everyone's in traditional paladin gear, but she's got a warhammer that she's rested on the side of the table. Really beautiful brown eyes, and she looks at you and she says, "Oh, it's so nice to see you. Oh my God, Linden. Oh, come on, bring it in. Bring it in." Clank, clank, big hugs.
I should take my armor off too.
You
and,
look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You do too. You look fantastic.
Oh, Tarkir was great.
You've kept healthy.
Yeah, no, it's really easy to keep healthy when you're, doing a lot of horseback riding and learning how to jump from roof to roof and all that stuff. There's also a really great, kind of like a Zumba dance thing going on in Sultai.
That's fantastic.
It's been a really great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been traveling a lot.
Yeah, you
but
too.
of course, we've found time to take care of ourselves, and you've been eating okay, and
I really got to like fish sauce. It's super delicious. Sultai cuisine is just something else. They have spicy food.
Oh,
Yeah. It's amazing. Oh, and
I respect it.
yeah.
Monocles isn't part of this conversation, but the ears do perk up at the term fish sauce. Just like remind me to ask Linden about that later.
I've had a varied amounts of fresh fruits.
Wow, that sounds really healthy.
Yeah,
So good
thanks.
for you.
Well, yeah, they were tasty. Absolutely. And how's your family?
Well, unfortunately, they there was a bit of a situation with some zombies.
I'm so sorry.
It's it's par for the course, but fortunately, Egbert did such a wonderful job helping to support me through these times. Yeah, you remember Egbert, right?
Egberts.
It's Egbert Abstreiter.
Okay. Egberts.
He is a tall, muscular white man with brown hair.
Had we met?
He doesn't look too familiar to you. Roll
Sure.
perception or insight.
Okay. I rolled a 16 and my insight is +3. Yeah, they're both it's the same. Yeah.
So, on the surface, it doesn't seem all that familiar, but what you clock that immediately brings memories back to the front of your mind is this slightly hunched position that this person has, and this slightly not really like fear precisely, but just sort of a very alert expression that this person has on their face. Like they're a little bit concerned about what other people may think of them, and so they're being a little hypervigilant about it.
Okay.
He has changed since you last saw him. Egbert is he's definitely anxious. He has like a bodybuilder kind of physique now.
Okay.
So he's quite large. He's kind of almost as large as Hansel now, which is a little bit not as you remember him.
Right.
But the thing about Hansel is that Hansel has like a very naturally like developed physique. Like it's not big, you know, things look in proportion.
Okay.
For him, because he's done something, his head looks a little smaller in comparison to the rest of his body.
Okay.
And he's got like a crossbody bag with a Simic Combine symbol on it.
Okay.
And he's got a longsword that he's rested against the table. And he puts an arm around Elka and says, "It's good to see you, Linden."
Right. Okay. So, sorry. Does Linden remember Egbert from
You
his
remember
time
him
as youth?
looking very different.
Okay, I
You
can
remember
see his
him-
face now, and it's like, yeah.
His mannerisms remind
Right.
you. He was kind of a reedy looking skinny thing back then.
Okay.
You get into that Simic sauce.
Right. Egbert, you look different.
I feel different.
Right. You're okay though. You've come back to us. Obviously, you're doing well.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a great time on Ravnica. Learned so much. I've got a big report here. And he like slams down a big thick leather journal
Okay.
and then just like shoves it in the center like, look what I did. It's so thick. All this info.
That guy
Great.
ain't all natural. He's huge.
And what have you been eating? We were just talking about this, you know.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard Ravnican cuisine's a bit. But like, if we're sitting in the back as a peanut gallery,
Yeah.
and Bofidis leans over and is like, "That guy ain't all natural." Can Chuha see if they can get a read on him?
Yeah, roll me insight.
Okay. Let's see.
Fairly small chapel, so you can get close enough.
All right. Well, that's a 17 on my insight.
Okay, what are you looking for again?
I just want to vibe check him.
Vibe check.
Wait, because he's just like, I've been eating lots of things, and I'm like, and Bofidis said he wasn't all natural, and Bofidis is a muscle expert, so I'm now looking askance at him, and I'm like, what's your deal, buddy?
Okay, so in terms of empathy vibes, insight, you get a lot of anxiety. You get a lot of sort of just also a little bit of indignation. It's a lot of fear mixed with this sense of like entitlement almost to having a place on like here, to feeling like he has earned this place at the table, to feeling as if his accomplishments do mean something, even though there's a part of him that very much is scared that the rest of the table may not think so.
He's a little man on the inside. Is what Chuha will report back.
He's wearing a suit?
He's a short king.
No, he has another little man inside of him that's controlling his body with levers.
That's another option Monocles is considering based on what Chuha's just said.
Right.
He's also like got one arm up like because he was in the middle of sort of, like grooming, and then then Bofidis said that, and it was to sort of like the thing where you interrupt a cat mid-groom and the leg stays in the air.
Yeah. Okay. That looks great. I'm sure we're all looking forward to finding all about it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you brought to the table.
Great.
You see like Liesel out of the corner of your eye just kind of go like Anyway, so Bishop Wagner finally takes her seat at the head of the table and looks at all of you. She says, "Well, thank you all for coming back here. We've all compiled wonderful reports and on our findings as we have traveled through the Omen Paths. I'm looking forward to reading everything you've brought, and hopefully we'll discover a new way of maybe bringing our undead back into a blessed sleep without so many fires and so on and so forth. But and I'm just happy to see all of you again. I was so worried that when you went off plane that you go to places and not come back, but it's good to see that the skills that we've taught you have served you well. And then some." She looks at Egbert.
Yes, indeed. And we must all be grateful for the training that we had here together that served us so well in the various places we visited.
Elka says, in some other places, zombies are actually quite nice. One of my best friends actually came with me for the hen do. And then Egbert looks at Elka, and Elka says, oh, and then Hansel says, oh, wait, Linda doesn't know?
I was going to say,
Right.
and do.
Who's getting married?
Liesel just lets out a sigh of exasperation and says, okay, Elka and Egbert are getting married tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And I guess they didn't tell you. And, like, makes a really pissed off expression at Egbert.
Okay, well,
Elka looks very uncomfortable.
congratulations to both of you, of course.
Yeah,
You must be very happy.
we're very, very happy. I'm so, Egbert was here for me and my, when everything fell apart at home, and we felt like it would be a good idea to go back to his hometown. His family has that sculpture business here, really good mason work, and we felt like it makes sense, to be with what family we have left.
Family's very important.
Yes, family is you've always understood that. Thank you, Linden.
I think even Monocles, back in the peanut gallery, I think even Monocles can realize this is an awkward moment. Just like a, ooh.
You swapped into a different position as you've grown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leg up in the air.
Leg up in the
Yeah.
air. Just
Yeah, even that Chuha is empathetic, so Chuha's just like, ugh, because Chuha's getting all of these people cringing
Right.
for various reasons, so Chuha's just kind of like,
I think maybe you're clinging to like Liesel's feeling of just general exasperation. It's the most pleasant feeling you've got going on.
both of these, I hate it here.
Bofidis is already getting his coat back on. Like sculpture business, huh? Well, let's go see if it holds up anything to Therosi sculpture. I think we can torpedo this one.
Bishop Wagner just says, "Oh, I thought you were I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for the nuptials.
Of course.
I made my pie."
Oh, great. We don't want to miss that.
And Elka
Bishop
says,
Wagner's
"Yeah,
delicious
I've always liked pie instead of cake, so we're doing a pie thing."
And for that reason, I'm back in.
Is it?
I think it's going to be a meat pie, Monocles.
Might be.
Monocles just likes
It's
to eat.
Innistrad. It's probably going to be like, oh, I don't know. What are those horrible sea creatures that are just like,
All of them.
yeah,
There's out of
they're just like a mouth
the
on a
real
tube.
world.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the real world, there's
Hagfish?
there's a fish pie that they make. It's like 7-star or something like that. But like, there's literally fish sticking up out of the crust.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is the pie that Bishop Wagner is well known for.
Thanks.
I made my famous herring pie, pickled herring pie. All the eyes are watching Sigarda.
I'm just more and more in.
Right. Of course, my friends and I would be delighted to get to attend your wedding, Elka and Egbert.
Yeah.
We also have some pressing business. We should.
So what have you learned? What have
Right.
you learned?
Well, just since arriving back on Innistrad, we were greeted by the amalgamated township of Hanweir. Is that what the note says? Do you want
Urban
to?
legend.
Oh,
It turns out the Eldrazi devilry and the people of Hanweir is real, and is currently residing just on top of the hill a few miles outside of town.
Oh,
Here, take a look at this.
they want to be friends, Chuha yells.
They did have us, dead to rights, as far as we could tell, and chose not to hurt us. And it looks like,
In fact, they gave us some pears, but I wouldn't.
right, well, we should maybe show you, This is their gift, as well as another
don't
little
grow
trinket.
here.
Right.
yeah. Hansel's like, oh, those don't grow here. Those are like really nice. Well, they were really nice pears.
Yeah, they gave
Okay.
me a whistle, and if they said that if Drew now is ever in trouble, that I can blow this whistle, and they will come in a gesture of friendship to defend the city in any way that we deem necessary. So if you have any enemies, Chuha begins performing.
Does Linden look at Egbert? Does Linden? No. Just, it's fine. Linden's not that kind of guy.
Yeah, we're storing that one away for later.
Bishop Wagner looks at this and she says, good to know. I'll send this along to Elder Vetters. He's in another meeting with the Stromkirk clan, but I'm sure that a giant amalgamation township... How far away?
Like 8 miles.
Right, how long did we just travel?
Yeah, about 8 miles.
Right, 8 miles
That's not a long
on the cliffs.
way away.
It sounds like the people of Hanweir want to move into the vicinity of Drunau.
Flash cut to Hanweir still there, kind of poking at the ashes.
Warming itself by the fire.
Right.
Just little
All
Bunch
the
of tentacle hands. Yeah, all the hands.
Just hands made of hands.
Yeah, Bishop Wagner says, this is certainly news. I shall let the town elders know. But I think if you can just... I think what might be best here is if you just hand me your reports. She grabs the big, thick report Egbert put on the table. She collects a few other reports from everybody else.
I've got a bunch of like loose notes that I can like pull out of my bag. They're sort of like wrapped around with like some string and stuff. It was kind of like
Takes it.
trying
Yours
to
is like
tie,
rolled up into a scroll, which
Okay.
makes sense because you just came from Theron.
All right.
For Theros.
Okay.
Like all the bits are just rolled up and
Right, got all
she
these
takes that.
scrolls. Yeah.
All right, I'll have a look at this, and you know, it's late. Looks out the stained glass window at the full moon outside and says, I think you should all, you know, have some fun. You know, your hen do starting, your stag do starting.
Fun, you say?
So yeah, I'll take these back, and we'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow for the happy wedding thing. I'm very tired. I should be going to bed now, but I'll read this anyway. Bishop Wagner kind of like picks up her staff and kind of totters out.
Okay.
Exit stage left.
Now, Graham, missed it. Were we formally invited to either of these parties?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to
great.
reinvite
Good.
myself.
Just checking.
So
But there can't be that many places to party in.
Drunau? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a port city. Like, you know, there could be bumping with clubs on every corner, maybe.
Party ship.
Right.
Oh God, yeah.
You wake up, you're a cult sacrifice. Yeah.
Can I, as we're gathering back up as a group, I'm assuming we're doing
Sure.
this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Chuha's going to make a couple of observations. First, Chuha's going to be like, I don't like that guy.
Well,
I know you don't like that guy.
sure.
Everybody's like left the table and are just kind of like milling around the pews. Mm-hmm. Like everyone does after church.
I'll admit I have something of a soft spot for Elka, and I'm surprised to learn that Egbert is so different now, and that the two of them had time to connect. It's all just a lot of news for me.
Should we go
We
crash
should-
their parties?
Well, I mean, getting a drink sounds nice.
So
Yeah. Well, I think, yeah.
So Elka comes over with Liesel, and she says, and Egbert is like off in the corner with Hansel. She comes over and says, "I'm so sorry, Linden. Egbert felt a little weird. I'm sure he's fine now, but he felt a little weird about inviting you because we dated."
Sure, yeah. Oh, I
we were
mean,
just, like, we decided, with long distance, it wasn't really going to work. So,
Right.
yeah. When
Well-
I went off to Tarkir.
yeah. If you don't want me there, I understand.
No,
if that's the best thing.
I really feel like it would be, you're like family to me. I don't have anyone left besides, Liesel and Bishop Wagner and Hansel, and I guess Egbert as well. It would mean a lot to me if you'd like to come. And also, if you'd like to come to the Hendu, we're just going to the slippery clam.
Okay. Do you mind if I bring, our new friends?
Yeah, no, we
Is
should
that right?
all go to the Slippery Clam. It's
Yeah.
a great place. One of the few places, no vampires.
Great.
Yeah.
You can meet the vampires tomorrow.
Okay.
All right?
They're probably not going to be at the wedding, though. I get to go to a wedding.
It's hard to predict that sort of thing. But no, of course they won't be at the wedding. Thank you, Elka. We'd love to take you up on that, I think.
Oh, thank you
Great.
so much. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm going to go check in with Egbert real quick, and then we'll be on our way.
Okay.
So she goes over to talk to Egbert, and Liesel says, under her breath, she leans in and says, Egbert really fucking didn't want you here.
Great.
He, I talked to him, and by talk I mean I yelled at him. But he didn't seem to budge. So honestly, I'm glad you're here.
Well, I needed to come back, and I guess I'm glad I found out about this wedding in time to get invited to it.
I'm just saying, there's a bit during the ceremony where you can say a thing, and you can say a thing if you want, and I'll back you up. I learned some stuff in call time. Takes out a big axe.
Thank you, Liesel.
Chuha is going to just say, can I just point out, Linden, that if he didn't want you at his wedding, then he shouldn't have organized his wedding for the day after a meeting he knew you'd be there. This is an incredible slight aimed at you. This has been engineered to make you feel bad. You should get him. I mean, give him a stern talking to. I mean, punch him.
What if he's just stupid?
Jim Candy does alter behavior.
Okay.
Who's Jim Candy?
So you leave. Liesel is coming with you. Hansel is going with the stag do. But as you all leave, you see a group of definitely not Innistrad people come to meet the rest of the stag do people. You see they're clearly from... Have you been to Ravnica?
I assume we've...
I have a cousin in my family who moved to Ravnica, actually. And I, of course, because my cousin, my family is we established this last time, but it almost never comes up. My family of Aetherborn is the family that publishes The Omen Hiker's Guide to the Multiverse. So I'm well aware of Ravnica's reputation.
I feel
there's a big section in the book about Ravnica.
I feel like Ravnica being as big as it is, we would have gone there at least once in our various...
It's like the nexus.
Yeah, center of gravity, kind of.
Yeah.
We've definitely transited through Ravnica.
Yeah.
We've been to the Wooded Isle, and we've been to Avishkar, and we've been to Theros.
Yeah. Oh, you travel the world. Have you been to New York?
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. So
You might not have stayed in Chicago, but you've definitely transited O'Hare.
Yes.
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 Oh my God, Ravnica as multiversal O'Hare is like...
Yeah. Just like a 30-second delay in your omen path in Ravnica means like your omen path to Avishkar is 45 hours overdue.
God, at least they have coffee.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you see what looks like a Vidalcan, a tall, thin. He's wearing kind of like a tweed jacket. He's got a very professorial look to him, except it's like generally green and blue themed. He wears a satchel. He wears glasses, and he has definitely elbow patches. That's for sure. You also see a short East Asian looking woman with a bob, very severe bob, wearing what look like white, gold, and black robes with like a big golden chain of coins around her neck, and she's kind of like carrying a jar full of... You think it's fog for a second, but then you see a face press up against it, and you realize it's like a person, like a ghost inside.
Okay.
And then you see an androgynous looking person who is wearing big horns, just like Maleficent, but times 5. And a really skin-tight catsuit, red and black catsuit. And yeah, they've got like a cane. They're leaning on a cane. They've got like a really well made up face. They're smiling, you know, as beatifically as anyone from that particular guild can smile.
That's us, but from another group.
Yeah. Hey, those people think they're too good for this place, but in a way that implies that they think they're better than us, who are also thinking we're too good for this place.
They've got a big cave. They're leaning on it.
Yeah.
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 I am. I'm jealous of their drip.
Yeah. Are you jealous? You're jealous
We're
of
gonna
their
have to beat up Egbert's homies. Are we going to get to beat up Egbert's homies?
Are we going to get into a musical battle with Egbert's homies? You know, like
I'm pretty sure I can pick up the Vidalkin by the ankles and use them as a nunchuck.
So as you are about like 20 feet away planning violence, how to do a violence upon these people, they just kind of look at you. They see nothing of value or interest, and then they leave with Egbert.
I know a lot about Ravnica.
You see a figure coming closer, and you recognize this person, Linda. It's Herman von Basinger. He's a nervous, tired-looking black person in their 30s with dark brown skin. Natural hair is up in an afro poofy ponytail, and they're a little hunched over. They're a stitcher.
okay.
So they're still wearing like their leather apron. They've got some tools about, but they're also wearing like a coat over that. And they see you,
Yeah.
and their face lights up, and they just kind of walk over and are like, "Linden,
Herman.
oh my gosh, how have you been? You
Oh,
look good. You have, what is this, a tan?"
thank you. Yeah, I'm still kicking, you know, kept alive, seeing the wider multi-world or whatever. And, you know, back now, it's great to see that so many people at home are, you know, up to their same old tricks, I guess, hey?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, Elka! And he turns and, they do like the whole like cheek kissy thing. He holds Elka's hands in his and says, "I'm just so happy for you to be here. I know that your family. I'm just happy to be here for you, and thank you for letting me be here. By the way, are you sure that you don't need any like custom scobs for this situation? Because I've got like a few fresh ones that we can do like they're not flowers, but they kind of look like flowers if I dehydrate them enough." And she says, "No, it's all right. I don't really need that, Herman. Thank you."
I have a question. This is not in character because Monocles I don't think has the context to answer this question, or to ask this question. What sort of is like the philosophical difference between like a risen zombie and a scob? Like how is Linden good friends with a stitcher?
I don't think you are.
Right. Where it's sort of both people who live here that aren't currently in the middle of killing each other.
Okay, so they know each other, but they're not. Sorry, I interpreted that as like, oh, they're old good friends.
Oh no, Elka and Herman are good friends.
Okay.
Okay.
It seems like they were growing. They grew up together, and there's something happening here where it's maybe you just don't do it in front of me.
That's what I
Gotcha.
figured.
Okay,
Yeah.
You just don't do it right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have undead at my wedding.
The Stitchers are people too, I guess, and geography sometimes pushes them to be a source of comfort to, you know, even the devout who are like without anyone else. Is that kind of the...
Yeah,
that's my read on the situation here?
It's like everybody comes to the same bar,
Right.
you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
You're all still alive.
yes.
And that's like the bond on Innistrad. We are living humans now.
Right.
Yeah.
Still. Currently.
For now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It just seems like if a Stitcher and a Paladin were friends, it'd be like, stop killing my work. Stop sending. I just built that, and now you're praying for it.
Elka's been on Tarkir
Stop
for a
reanimating
while.
dead flesh.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, I don't need, thank you so much. I don't need yeah, I think we're just going to keep it to the living, you know, nothing adding. It's like, okay, well, all right. I'm just letting you know. Ooh, we have new people.
I assume that the church is like, I guess we have vampires here. Not sure we could win that fight. Like, are both the Stromkirk vampires and the Church of Sigarda being like, we aren't confident. quite in our
an
ability
uneasy
to.
detente.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
But we come
Just checking.
together to do a drinking. So Herman sees the rest of you and says, "Oh, new friends? Are these your friends? You have other friends?"
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Look, you've never really wanted to be with friends with other people other than us. So this is cool. I love this for you.
Yeah, I mean, growing up the way I did, I felt comfortable, and I was glad that everyone around the church was there for me, and also somehow you, Herman, were in the picture. But I was sent off on a mission alone, like so many of us. And yes, I made new friends, and I'm very grateful that you've all come back to notice my shame for all these people here that can't believe that you exist. This is Chuha,
Hi.
Monocles, and Bophides.
So nice to meet you. He reaches into his pocket and takes out several business cards and hands them to you. And you see that there is a watermark.
Like, as in, like, water has dripped on it?
Both.
Okay. Ooh, is it say, like, Herman Stitcher for Hire or whatever?
It says Herman von Bassinger's bespoke stitcher and maintenance services.
Okay, so when things, I'm going to just take Herman, and I'm just going to just be like, so when things die on Innistrad, I'm led to believe that things don't stay permanently dead. Can you explain to me how that works? And we're just going to have a side conversation.
So yeah, things will come back, and sometimes
Even very old things?
even very old things. But the thing that I do is I go and I find the finest selection of parts before they get reanimated and or naturally reanimated. And I try to, collect a nice curated selection of parts and then
It's
put
like a
them together.
charcuterie board you're making, essentially.
Well,
So
yeah, I mean, I've
Taxidermy board.
Yeah, it's basically like, if you need someone to
Not a
help mow
project.
your garden,
okay.
like to scythe your garden and you don't have anyone nearby I can make you someone with really big arms.
But you need the dead flesh.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this is like the Innistrad version of an AI, bro.
It's really nice weight on the business.
Yeah, I was thinking the watermark was very tasteful.
Yeah. Let's see Paul Stromkirk's card.
Amazing. All right, so
I'm glad you're all having a good time.
Do you want to go break up the stag?
No, let's stay with Elka.
Okay.
do you want to break up the stag?
He said no. We're going with
I'm going to respect him. I'm not going to find Egbert's family and feed them into a pie
Yet.
yet. I got you, buddy.
I know.
Is our new Herman, was it?
Yeah, Herman.
Yeah, is Herman coming to the party as well?
Herman's coming to the
Okay,
party.
cool.
Yeah, Herman's going to the
So we
party.
have
He's on the bright side.
Herman, Elka, and Liesel on our side.
Right.
And then the groom side is all of those other
They've
people
gone
we don't
off.
give a crap
And
about.
Hansel.
Right.
Yeah.
The only person you seem to like is maybe Hansel.
Does Elka have people from Tarkir?
Yes.
Okay.
As you make your way to the salty, slippery clam, we've decided that since I misspoke, there are now two different businesses that occupy the same place. So the salty clam is where you get the food and the drink on the first floor, and then the slippery clam is like more of an event space.
More of the club?
Yeah, more of the club upstairs,
Okay.
where you, I don't know, slip and slide downstairs.
As long as you don't wind up in the sweaty clam.
Right.
That's invite
that place
only.
closed down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't,
Book's out of date.
as long as we don't take a wrong turn and end up at the slimy clam, we're
Yeah.
good. We'll have a
Yeah.
good night. No.
It's just a row full of clam named businesses.
Yeah.
A lot of bivalves in the sea around here.
You can get a nice, set of clothes at the Modest Clam across the street there.
Chuha's taking some notes because they're realizing that the book is slightly out of date.
Yeah, the sweaty clam has you see like a basically like a burned down tavern where the sweaty clam used to be.
Oh no, too much sweat. Someone used the pump a little too hard over there.
So as you make your way to the slippery salty clam, You see a figure in a beautiful green and gold cloak step out from the shadows, and you see an undead, but not an undead you would find here or anywhere else you've been. I don't think anyone else here has been to Tarkir, but it's a soul tie. She is a soul tie zombie. As she brings her hood back, you see that her arms are made of jade. And she has an elaborate headdress with what looks like a gold sort of crown situation with a lot of really cute looking hair pieces. She's dressed in an emerald and gold robe underneath the oiled cloak that she has over it. And she comes out, and Elka hugs her and says, "Oh, Saranya, I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you for coming." And Saranya cups Elka's face in her hands and says, "There is nothing I would not do for you, my friend."
Okay.
"And who are these people? You have other friends?" She says to Elka.
Oh, nice. It's okay. It's okay.
She introduces everybody.
Great.
And Saranya looks at all of you, but especially looks at you. And you see her eyes narrow a little bit.
Right.
And then you all go in. There is an amazing bouncer at the door. Her name is Helga. She's this incredibly large, butch woman with huge muscles. And as you go in, you smell, it smells good in here. It's like a tavern. So there's a lot of really fantastic, food smells in the air, stews. But you also get a lot of garlic. There's just a lot of garlic. Actually, the taller members of your party, I think you perhaps, as you go in, you feel something brush your head and you look up and it's just like a frond of garlic with silver chain threaded through. And
Just in case.
yeah, just in case. If you want to, everyone wants to roll your perception.
Smells better.
Sure, why not?
Love to roll perception.
13.
I got a natural 1. I'm distracted.
So did I.
Nice.
Oh, that
Too
makes
much
sense.
going
The
on.
ones are back.
The ones, they've returned.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
13.
13. So 13?
13.
Okay, so it was an easy check. You, especially Linden, notice this place is incredibly secure against all the undead. You noticed, it looks really homey and whatnot inside, so that definitely is disarming. But you notice all of the windows have iron and silver bars, silver inlaid. Right. The door is reinforced. As you look over to the roaring hearth, you see that there's a grate in the chimney in case anyone comes down.
Okay.
And that also has it looks blessed.
Right.
But otherwise it looks like a really nice tavern. It's a little bit, less risque for a Hindu that other planes might have, but for a bunch of humans living on Innistrad, your options may not necessarily be that great for a Hindu. So
It's secure enough that you feel like you can relax.
yeah.
Yeah.
Relax, let loose a little bit. And Helga looks at all of you and says, "Helga, come on in. We've been setting this up for you and everything. I got some decorative lichen." And you see some moss and a rather nice looking arrangement, on two sides of a piece of bunting that just reads "Congratulations, Elka."
Wow, they spruced the place up for you.
Yeah, well, we've been going here for years, and Helga's such a sweetheart, and the Abstreiters are a big family. So, what'll it be? There's some roast chicken.
We'll have start with 4 amphora of Meletian red. Something a little sweet to start off with, but not too sweet. Some dolmas, lamb, naturally some rice, and
There's an old woman behind the counter who's just peering at you as you list all of these things.
We
olive
can maybe
oil,
do that last
vinegar,
one. We can probably handle bread with meat and beer.
What?
Hear me out.
Let Linden order for us.
Yeah, we'll get 4 of those.
Awesome.
And I don't know. What do you do again? You're just gonna smell the place, right?
I've got a vape pen.
Yeah.
Essentially, I've got in my alchemist jug.
Yeah.
I can also dispense wine if the beer here is not to your taste.
Right.
but I can just huff rose oil. So I'm just gonna vape.
Cool.
I don't eat. That's not how my vibe is. I'm gonna investigate Elka's friend and be like, "You're not strictly alive, are you?"
Doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm just wondering how that works.
Well, you see, on Tarkir, we come back, and
Tell me more.
I love this. Just
but there's
this, like, always fact finding. It's like, and how are you not dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any way we can learn about immortality is a good way for Chuha.
Yeah. So that's what Chuha's up
we
to.
come back, and sometimes as we keep going, we need replacements, and I got these carved special for myself, and sometimes my colleagues get a little bit more on as we go on, but sometimes you can get some really nice stuff. Like I have a friend who's got some really lovely gold inlay and some jewels as well. I mean, you should come to Tarkir.
So that's what Chuha's up to.
All right.
Vape.
While that's going on, I want to try to get an aside with Elka with just like, you're totally sure you definitely trust this person.
Saranya?
Yes.
At this point, the old woman's come back out and has laid out the spread. So there's beer on tap. There's like several different kinds of beer. So you've got like a seaside ale, but you've also got like a nice dark porter. There's like an even darker, saltier stout. There's like a wine, just a little bit of wine that rice wine that Saranya brought back from Tarkir. And yeah, that's and then there's a lot of seafood. There's so much seafood. There's so many clams and mussels, and there's fresh fish and like fermented fish that's been pickled. So if you want some of that, that's there too.
Fresh fish.
So yeah, you and Elka, you sit next to the hearth. There's like a nice little little booth area with some furs on top to kind of help keep out the chill. And she says, yeah, Saranya is great. She saved my life in Tarkir. I was about to get taken out by just this rogue dragon, and she alerted me, and we took that down.
Okay.
Yeah. She's been my guide and everything. Are you okay?
I mean, I'm still reeling from all this news, but also we don't typically follow Sigarda and also one of the undead, right?
It's one of the things I've learned from my time abroad is it's not always what's true in our hearts is what's important, at least to me. And when I find someone who's undead and yet has so much good in their heart, metaphorically speaking, it's hard not to see Sigarda's grace in that, for me.
That's good enough for me.
Thank you. How are you doing? I know that this is a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I thought I wasn't... It's been so long.
You and Egbert, huh? I never would have guessed.
I never thought that would happen either, honestly. He was always such a bit of a dweeb. If I'm honest, yeah.
Yeah.
He was always, following us about.
Yeah.
Barely lift his great axe.
What happened? You didn't entirely finish telling me what went on with your family, and I feel like I'm still missing something here.
Oh, well, so, after the Phyrexians, after the Woldarans did their thing and kidnapped Edgar Markov, that was weird. That was really weird. Our little hometown in Gavany, my family decided that it would be a good time to have a reunion, in this clearing, the clearing. And that was about the same time a bunch of zombie werewolves decided to come through.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm so
Hansel
sorry.
feels bad about it, and it's not his fault. And I was in Tarkir. I got the news, and somehow Egbert found me in Tarkir. Looking how he did, which was a surprise. I guess they have a really good fitness regimen on Ravnica. But he was really...
There is no way. There is no way.
But he
There's certainly something amiss there.
really.
Something's happened to Egbert.
I mean, he seems to have discovered what fitness looks like, which is a good thing. I think he's different, but he's got a good heart.
Does he?
You're not in this conversation.
Are you just looks around?
I feel like we're just in front of the two of us are in front of the fire, but we're not that far away from everybody else. Yeah.
Maybe Chuha just thinks that.
No, it's okay.
Really loudly.
So he found you on Tarkir, and he let you know what had befallen your...
Yeah, he let me know, and I just, I fell apart, and if it wasn't for Sarania and Egbert, I just, I wouldn't have come back home, honestly. But it makes me happy to see that you're here. It means the world to me that you are, here to celebrate this really big thing. It means so much to see a face from home.
Thanks. You too. It's great to see you. You look beautiful as always.
You're so kind. You look great. I love this slightly darker brown thing you've got going on with your skin.
Right. Yeah, not up to me, but sometimes when you're traveling, the weather's different, and you can tell eventually. I'm sure if we're here for a week or two under the Nibel Geist, I'll go back to my old self. But yeah, I'm just a little worried about Egbert. I think if you could really trust him, he would have told you what's happening with his body. I know that it's fine. It's all well and good for any scrawny kids to grow up and be strong, but I don't think that's the whole story there.
I never thought about it like that. I mean, he's always just been there for me, the courtship was brief, but it was really intense. And, his friends are interesting too. Professor Frankovitz is super knowledgeable, and apparently he's, look, Egbert's been doing quite a lot. Apparently he's been doing an internship at Prism University doing research with Professor Frankovitz. And then he met, the I think what they call the Orzhov accountant, and then that Rakdos person looks also, they seemed really cool. They were really nice earlier when we met. Yeah.
That wasn't the experience we had. They didn't seem really nice, but I'm glad they were nice to you. That's good.
I mean, I'm sure, you'll probably get to know them at the wedding party. The reception's going to be there, and
right.
He's got his whole family here, but Egbert never fit in with his brothers. So, yeah.
Bit of an outcast.
He's meeting Gottfried and family tree.
Right.
Family tree.
The others.
Me.
Right.
And Helmut over there.
Okay.
Helmut.
Well, maybe there'll be time for us to catch up with them tomorrow as well.
The door swings open, and you see a younger looking man. Still looks tired and anxious and pre-aged, but same kind of dark brown hair that Egbert has, and you see the Rakdos person come in, and the Rakdos person stretches out, and they have incredibly long limbs, and they say, so much more space in here. You'd think that, for such a large man, you wouldn't have had such a small family house. Anyway, what's to drink in here? What is there to drink? Look at you.
Was the other party already over?
Look, apparently Egbert needed to talk to someone and a couple of other friends of ours, so, yeah, we'll just, it's not really my thing.
Oh,
You look
where are
very
they?
dashing. Do you normally not wear this much clothing?
Well, sometimes more, sometimes less.
If I give you this bag of gold Xenos, would you consider? And then the other person's like, oh no, Elka just says, all right, that's enough from you. Richeza, not everyone on this plane is willing to take off their clothing for money. So, let's just let them be. Let them be.
Both of
Well,
you.
but look, I'm not saying never, but
Maybe not right now.
maybe I'm taking a bit of umbrage here to like.
And then, like, Richeza says, it's a hen do. If there isn't a person who has no clothing on here, then what's the point of it all?
Good point. Take off your clothes first.
I'm,
I'm
mean,
one
if you
drink
want.
in.
do you know how long it took them to get into that cat suit?
I'm
There's just
giving
like
you a lot
talcum
of baby
powder.
powder.
Yeah.
So,
If you can't unzip it, zip it.
I like you. You're mouthy for a person who has a mouth. All right. Richeza like clambers onto a bar stool and just starts pouring a giant flagon of stout to drink, and then the other person who's coming with them comes over to Elka and says, "Congratulations again. You know how it is. At that other group, it's a little bit too raucous for me." And she says, "Helmut, of course. How's Yannick, your husband? How's he going? How's it going with him?" And says, "Oh, he's fine. He's home with the children. It's a bit of a surprise all around this, but nothing that we can't handle. We're always used to surprises here on Innistrad."
So this is Helmut, one of Egbert's brothers.
This is his younger brother.
What do you mean it was a surprise?
Surprise for you too, Helmut. By the way, good to see you again.
Oh,
Linden.
Linden. Elka, you have other friends. Like, yeah, why does everyone keep saying that?
Look, what we're learning is that the people from Innistrad are actually very friendly and good at making friends on other planes, and do not believe that other Innistrad people are capable of this.
It might just be the Sigardan Paladins. Maybe they all just don't expect that of each other.
Well, charismatic people, right? Yeah, paladins.
They just don't think that the other paladins are charismatic.
Everyone in a group of paladins is too polite to like overstep and overspeak anyone else, and so they all just leave every meeting of it thinking like, man, those other 11 people, they're not going to make it out there in the social
nag
world.
each other endlessly.
It's good that you have other friends. I feel like
Yeah, we all of us in the Sigardan Church need other friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the hearing this, Sarania just kind of goes like, "Friend,
You're right.
we're friends."
A different group. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, friends, right here. Okay, so Helmut just found out about Egbert and Elka's wedding too.
Oh no, we've known for about 3 days now.
Why am I looking at my wrist? I don't have a
Great.
that's not a long time for humans, is it?
No, usually a courtship is.
Sorry, Elka, when did Egbert show up and you found out about the ordeal with the werewolves?
That was about 6 months ago, but we just decided he popped the question last week, and then we, sent some missives home, and he really wanted to make this happen, and I his family seemed excited.
I mean,
Like, look over to the family member.
so you seem shocked.
Look, it's not for me to. Egbert's my brother. I love him dearly, but you saw him before he left to go to Ravnica. He's changed, and I'm not sure he really had a great healthy self-image. Yannick was always telling me that he just really needs to find a new hobby, gain some confidence in himself, stop looking at himself in the mirror.
I want to do two things. First of all, I want to see if Elka has been sort of beguiled or entranced somehow to agree to this marriage with some kind of perception or investigation check. And second, I want to make friends with Ravnica person so I can so I can figure out what the heck happened, because I've sort of inferred I didn't see this person before, that they used to be skinny or used to be a weasel of some kind. Perhaps they've been changed into a man.
They were a stoat, yeah.
I mean, it's very vague to Chuha right now. I kind of want to make friends with this person to see if I can pump them for information about our groom here.
All right.
Monocles is going to try the cider because the stout was a little salty.
Monocles tries the cider. It is delicious.
Awesome. Carry on.
Sorry, both of these.
Bophades is curious about where the stag do is going on. and is going to. You're speaking with the Rakdos cultist.
The Marchesa, the Rakdos
No,
cultist.
Richeza.
Richeza.
Shaza.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll speak with Helmet then. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, just being like, yeah, so what's your routine like?
Great. Yeah, I'll also just try to have conversation with Helmet and Bofides about Elga's family.
It sounds like you're saying helmet.
Yeah.
Helmut. Helmut.
Helmut.
All right, so should I roll?
Roll for either perception or investigation on Elka.
Okay, that is an 18. That's 25 on my investigation.
You do not see any, like, usually people who are enchanted by something like this tend to have a bit of a glazed look in their eyes, and they're a little less sharp. They're a little less present.
Right.
You don't sense that. What do you determine based off of what you see and also the way you've been watching her interact with everybody else here, especially if she was talking about Saranya, is someone who believes desperately in the good in people, who always wants to believe the best in people. And even though, she does have to dispatch unholy things from time to time, there's still a part of her that doesn't see these individuals as like purely evil. There was something good there. So she holds on to that. She's an eternal optimist.
She can fix him.
I can fix him. Yes.
They're never worth fixing. This is Chuha!
Like a boat. And then they're not worth fixing.
Right.
And the second thing you want to do.
The second thing I want to do is make friends with Richeza.
Okay.
And
What do
find
you do?
out about, can I try to charm them?
Describe to me how you want to charm them.
Oh, well. I have a very high charisma score.
Yes.
And so I'm just going to move over and say, I really like your horns and your outfit and your everything. I'm taking a sniff off my thing. It's like, would you like wine or rose vape oil?
Rose vape oil. Yes! Give it to me. Oh, that's the good shit. Oh.
Have you met Aetherborn before?
No, you look amazing.
Oh, my cousin lives on Ravnica.
Since meeting the Hanward Township, have you encountered feelings that are so like happy?
Oh, this person's vibing. All right, well, I'm vibing too. So I'm going to try to become their new best friend and find out all. So tell me about how you met up with Egbert.
Hold up. I just need to be clear about something. Is the Houndware Township just like the happiest people on Innistrad?
Maybe as a collective.
Like when you meld together with 2,000 of your geographical kins, is it just sort of like the 5-year-old boys and golden retrievers personalities that sort of bubble to the top?
I mean, I'm thinking about it now, and the township can't fear any individual werewolves or vampires.
Are they mortal? Are they indestructible? You know what I mean?
I don't know, but there's no we've said multiple times, everyone in Innistrad looks old and is tired because they're constantly I might not wake up tomorrow, and the township's oh.
Look, there's a
All right.
10-part book on Theros about the nature of the polis and, what the body politic really amounts to, and, whether we should allow art to occur within it, and whether, what our laws look like. And then there's a second one that's about, there's many of these dialogues. And what they would all agree on is that is weird. That is kind of a literal-minded interpretation of what the polis is supposed to be. This has not occurred, but I need to bring this back. I think I need to bring this back. Also, speaking with Richeza.
Yeah.
So I understand you're from kind of a polis as well.
Oh, the biggest.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh,
but
no,
I
we've
come
got
from kind of a big deal.
Yeah, no, we're a big deal. I come from the biggest, thickest polis.
What part of
in the
Ravnica are
multiverse.
you from?
Oh, I'm District. Well, I own and operate a place in District 2. Yeah.
Second district. Yeah.
Yeah, Second District. I mean, I like to hang out in the 4th, but it's me and Kathleen, who have extensively studied Ravnica.
Yeah.
I never.
Chuha knows those aren't particularly cool districts.
Oh, is
Monocles
like,
never
yeah,
kissed
No,
that
District
string.
2 is actually, I mean, it's cool in the sense that, well, it's money. There's a lot of money.
There's a lot.
yeah,
of
it's like Lower
rich.
Manhattan.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like where your Tiffany's and Bergdorf Goodmans would be,
Yes.
as well as a bunch of Broadway places.
Yeah. This is.
But like the 10th is where
10th is like the center of the universe, and like if you want to go to a punk show, you go to the 6th.
right.
So Chuha's got a very biased view of Ravnica.
Right, but the first is cached.
Yeah.
Or second is cached.
Yeah.
Second is cash. Second is also where you can get the cash.
Yeah. 4th is like normal.
Fourth is fairly normal. There's like the Boros have their thing there, and then there's a few things happening there too. But it's like the most suburban-y.
They're relatively safe and clean.
It's
Relatively
the
safe and
Burnaby.
clean.
It's the Saanich.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So she's so Richessa hangs out in, if to use Vancouver terms, North Van
Yeah.
and Burnaby.
Oh.
But they look at you and they say, "Darling, it's not because I enjoy it. It's just that's where the money is.
Oh
Yeah. Someone's gonna pay for all the stand-up."
Do not. Aetherborn, we're all about that generational wealth, baby.
I cheers to that. Clink. So you two, what are you doing here? How do you know these people who are doing the marrying thing?
Oh, well, I mean, Linden is simply the most valiant paladin of Sigarda that I've ever encountered.
Both of these is
frontline-
such a bro. I love it.
Yeah, just a peerless frontline fighter, a caring and devoted healer, an expansive mind of his religious devotion. I would have no one else at my side.
Are you looking for me to date him? What is with this?
People can simply speak well of their companions without needing to have any kind of sexual interaction with them. Are you unfamiliar with this? Where you come from? It's simply not something that has occurred to the people of your world.
No, Ravnicans are very DTF.
I mean, I'm down either way. I'm just trying to be clear here because boundaries are important and so are expectations.
No, we don't play that game.
Okay. Well, anyway, good to know you're
You're very
friends.
tall, though. It's
I am very tall. This stool is barely keeping me on. Yeah. I'm glad I took those circus classes. Anyway, you seem cool. Thanks for the hit.
I agree with everything that both of these just said, and also there's fresh fish.
Oh yeah. You want this? I don't like fish. I don't like this place. I want to be here. Do you want to be here?
No.
It's cold. It's damp. It's stormy. Not in the way that I'm used to. We have storms on Theros, the likes of which would be very different from here. But not in a way that makes me think... Up until 30 seconds ago, Bophides was absolutely better than this place. But this... No. Absolutely fucking not. Now Bophides is living where he is. You are where you are, and if you don't like it, well, maybe you should go somewhere else.
Okay.
You're a free person. So that's philosophically what Bophides is aligning with now. So now he's going to become not only a defender of Innistrad, but like kind of, he's an indeterminate number of grams in. That's a cocked eye. So,
So perfectly cocked.
yeah.
Wow.
Beautifully on that fold.
He's had a couple.
He's
Yeah.
had a couple.
Yeah.
And yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. I don't, Bophides is disliking all of Egbert's homies. And yeah, is getting into it a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. Here, do you want
Not in a hostile way, but in the way of like, somebody who is used to finding themselves in not necessarily conflict, but not even confrontation, but, the symposium,
Yeah.
the adversarial defense.
I see.
We're testing ideas and we're going to come out of this stronger. Competition means to get strong together.
I interrupted you
Compatare.
earlier.
No
Compatare.
worries.
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, to talk about the township, but you were going to ask Richeza about Egbert's past.
Yeah, how did you meet Egbert? Tell us all about how you came to be on this plane that you hate.
God.
And if we like the story, you can have some more rose oil.
I don't even fucking like the man.
You don't even like the man?
No, you think I'd be here? God.
Well, I think you're in his adventuring party, aren't you?
No, we're not in an adventuring party together.
Oh, we're an adventuring party because Linden's like a solid stand-up guy who would like.
Why
kill a
are you
monster for
constantly
you.
talking up this man?
Because he saved my life multiple times.
I don't even know him. I have no stake in this. I'm just gonna take a hit of whatever this is. And
but
they take out a pouch and like dump out a bunch of like gray dark granules, like tiny granules.
Interesting.
And then they just like touch it and eat it and like, what is this? What is this?
Why did you put it in?
I stole it from the front person, the bouncer. I stole it from the bouncer. What is this? Looks at Linden.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Perception? I don't know. Do I know?
It's poppy seeds.
It's poppy seeds. Oh, it's poppy seeds. Yeah, you can use that as food or the other stuff, probably.
You can use it to distract a bunch of vampires because if you toss poppy seeds, like some vampires will have to stop and count all the poppy seeds.
Oh, right.
Okay, I did not remember that.
That is
Sorry.
where the count from Sesame Street comes from.
Neat. I didn't know. That's like an old. That's
Forgot about that.
old cool. That's like actual Eastern European.
Yes, it's actually old.
One of the less known, like garlic and steaks and stuff are more commonly known, but I'd forgotten about that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the obsessive compulsive.
Yeah, need to count the things.
All right. So tell me why. Okay, so you're not in this guy's adventuring party yet. You came here and you're hanging out with him like you would be in an adventuring party. So are you being paid? Are you being bribed? Does he have dirt on you? What's
Oh,
going
wait, I just remembered. You have to snort them.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You snort that. Tastes weird. No. He doesn't have dirt on me. I have dirt on him.
What is it? Tell me the dirt.
Check this out. They reach into their cat suit and somehow take out a huge ledger, huge leather-bound ledger, bound in black leather with like red embossed, like it says on the side like bets and bargains,
Where were they keeping that?
and then they hand it to
It's
you.
a cat suit of holding.
And they hand it to you, they flop it open, and then there is it opens to a page that says imp racing.
Imp racing.
Yes.
He's lost a lot of money on imp racing.
Clearly you haven't seen imp racing. You don't seem very excited by it.
We have now, Avishkar has a well-developed race culture. So I just don't think now, like, we take racing very seriously on Avishkar. So.
Do you think they gamble on Avishkar? This is not Monica.
Oh, they
This
must.
is me
They've
talking.
got.
Oh yeah, no, it's like based on what we know, it's like that's like F1 culture versus whatever this horse racing crap is, right? I
don't know.
Imp racing.
Chuha will interpret
I
it.
think you can find gambling on all the plates of the Magic multiverse.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm familiar with gambling and wagers, and so he's not good at it then.
Well, it's a funny thing. I mean, so imp racing is just one of the different things that business ventures I have going. I have like a burlesque club. I've got, a dungeon, and then I've got the imp racing, which I just do because it's cute. So we get the imps on very tiny bicycles.
Do you have a tiny velodrome?
Yes.
Oh, with little race sides.
Yes. But the thing that's really fun is that people, if you pay enough money, can throw little bombs in there. Little bombs, spikes, you can like throw daggers in, and the imps like have to sort of, go around, and, sometimes they try to throw in things like, I don't know, fruit peels and stuff like that, and sometimes they'll make the bike slip and then they impale themselves. It's a good time.
I'm just imagining the imps have like those like very special helmets and like the
No
like,
helmets.
disc bicycles, and like they're trying to do that really stupid looking event where there's like 4 people in a row on a team, and then they have to like change the order of who's drafting after one another, and then they're trying really hard to do this sport that they take very seriously, and people are like, banana!
That's commitment, because they had to import those stupid curly bananas from Eldraine.
Yeah.
And the Ohm Pass have been great for business.
Yeah. Okay, so he's lost a bunch of money betting on imp cruelty.
They like it.
I mean,
They like the look.
They probably do.
Waiver. Everyone.
well, I've heard about the waivers of Ravnica. Anyhow, so he's lost a lot of money.
Yeah, lost a lot of money.
So why are you here then? To collect?
Yeah,
So he owes you money.
yeah.
And so you're coming to his wedding because he owes you money, and then you're hoping to get something out of it? What about the other 2 Ravnicans with him?
You think any of us like that dweeb?
Well,
I'm starting to feel bad for the man.
okay. But so time out. Okay, so they don't like him. Is he paying them to be like? So is he paying you to be here?
Apparently, that girl over there, loaded. We're here for some dowry goodness.
But isn't his family supposed to be loaded? They have like this big headstone business. and apparently it's like
that too. He does stuff other than embracing. I don't know about the other stuff, but the embracing.
So he's squandered his family fortune, and now he's after a big dowry.
I mean, he's the eldest kid, so he's got some stuff to tap into.
Okay. So you're here because he owes you money, and he's telling you that once he gets the dowry from his bride, he will make you whole. And you've come to collect and also enjoy some Innistrad hospitality.
He's a weirdly slippery dude.
So you've tracked him down, and now you won't let him go.
No.
Oh, he's like an eel. They eat those
weasel,
around here, right?
Weasel.
And he used to be a weasel, is what I've understood. That he was transformed.
No. He weaselly. He wasn't like a
He wasn't like a Robin
weasel person.
Weasel. This is in Bloomborough.
Look, I've seen a lot of stuff on a lot of planes. I'm very old.
We did not have a good time on Bloomborough.
Oh my God.
You just turned into a normal cat.
Yeah, you were a normal cat. What were you on, Bloomborough?
Something like unimpressive, like a caterpillar or something.
I was.
Yeah.
Groundhog. Yeah.
I was the oldest, sickest looking crow you've ever seen.
I had feathers blowing away.
Yeah, feathers dropping out. Like
Flightless,
I looked like I was about to die.
You were just the most heroic mouse person, Linden.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I miss my little tail. I hope all the rest of the mice are still doing okay.
They seemed like they
Cut over to Bloomborough. Everyone looks so happy. They're having a great time. It's like a May festival.
But like among multiplanar travelers, it's just like avoid. Place sucks. Yeah.
Never seen a crow with mange.
I was a very mangy crow.
Yeah.
Just a frog coming over and just, you doing okay there?
I'm fine. Why does everybody keep asking me that?
It looks like they're it's like covered in like feathers just coming away.
Yeah, the feathers are crumbling to dust.
Cut back to here.
Yes.
Hercheza is like, yeah, you think, I mean, look, I didn't know him before he signed up to do Prism University stuff, so he's always looked weird. But, sometimes you look at a person and there's a smaller little person in there.
Oh, that's the exact read I got off him.
Small little sad person in there.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold up. Because Chuha, I feel like, could I get an insight check?
Oh, yeah.
Chuha's family, they would know things about Ravnica. You know what? I have an ability, because I want to make sure I do really well on this. I have, because of my Warlock Pact, I have the Pact boon of the Pact of the Talisman. So I don't think I failed this ability check. I guess I have to use it on a fail, but I can add 1d4 to potentially turn the roll into a success. I want to make a recalling Ravnican information, because I know things about Ravnica, but does Chuha? That's the question.
Okay.
So, would...
So like knowledge history or something?
Yeah, history? All right, so I'm going to add a d4 to this. So I'm going to 12. On a 12, am I going to recall that the Simic can change, are really into like body mod?
So what happens is that you're invoking your warlock power. So what's happening is that you think about it and then you're like, crap, I can't remember. And then you hear a little chuckle from Phoenix and you feel the, like slipping a manila folder onto a desk. You feel this information just kind of get passed to you in your mind. And you remember Simic are super into, I mean, that's like the first thing that you remember about the Simic. They're super into body mod and adding things and very similar to the Stitcher, like to Herman here. But like instead of using dead bodies and sewing them together, they like just have people take potions and do genetic stuff.
Oh, you're right. He's not all natural. He's part salamander. They're weird down there.
I like the idea that the planes are in one direction or the other. you know, up on Ravnica, we used to. Yeah.
So, so do you have any other questions for Richeza?
Okay, so we found out that our Rakdos friend is here because Egbert owes them money. Can I just similarly say, and sort of like, we'll just abstract it, why is the Vidalcan here and why is the Orzhov priest here? Is it also an owed money situation?
Probably. No one likes him.
So his other two companions don't like him and are here but you are not friends with them enough to know why they're here either.
No, we've just come together on a big collecting binge.
Okay, so he owes all of you money. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's not a good idea to owe the Orzhov Church money.
It's not a good idea to owe me money. Plays with like a straight razor.
I've heard they do nasty things with ghosts down there.
I can do nasty things with ghosts.
I could do nasty things with ghosts.
I don't
do nasty things with ghosts.
I love getting nasty, says Chuha.
So Herman and Saranya and Elka are in a corner, and Herman like steps away, and Saranya and Elka, like their heads are like nearly next to each other, and Saranya's like, you can see Saranya like maybe like hold up a hand to maybe put it over Elka's hand, but then just goes like oh, no.
Like he's trying to like
she's
size her up or something. Like
no. Just like she's at the table like this, and then their heads are almost close together as they're talking to each other. Yeah. And you see Saranya's hand like nearly go up to like cover Elka's hand, and then just like puts it back over her own hand, like she wants to do this, but
she's trying to be comforting but decides not to, or whatever.
Well, they're laughing, so they're having a good time.
There's the wrong wedding. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Are we like interpreting this gesture as like they're closer than we think?
Insight?
Yeah. 4. So I got a 7.
No idea.
Okay. All right.
23.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
I don't know.
Saranya's so in love.
Okay. Well,
as in love as a dead heart can be. Yeah.
All right.
But we don't know if Elka reciprocates.
Can I see how Elka
Oh,
feels?
on that, you rolled high enough. Elka has no idea.
Okay. Oh. Now there's many degrees of separation from Chuha's problems.
Yeah.
So I know that you two wanted to talk to Elka real quick.
I mean, it's her hen do. She should be the center of attention.
Sure. All right. So you'll come over to her table.
Yeah, I like introduce myself for one thing, and invite her to like make it feel like she is telling me. I want to hear all about
Egbert?
No, whatever the hell plane she was.
Tarkir.
Yes, Tarkir.
Right. Tell us about your adventures.
Yeah, I would love to hear all about.
So what's your deal?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Elka tells you all about her adventures. She started off with the Ojutai and then eventually learned like a bunch of stuff. Everybody got kind of bored being in the monastery all the time, so she adventured into Mardu territories. Timur was a little bit too intense for her, but then, kind of found her footing in the Sultai, and that's how she ended up with Saranya. And she was fascinated by a society that not only had undead that were friendly, but like celebrated them and lived with them and was totally chill. And they had like cool dance parties.
Seems like they could, take some of these attitudes back here. Honestly, it might make everyone happier.
It's a really
Flashback
interesting
to the
idea
fire
of
with
an
like
export.
ruffles and sun.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Liberalizing the Church of Sigarda.
I mean, if the dead would stop killing us, that'd be really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a give and take situation. Right?
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Willing to give you friendliness if you stop taking our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that sounds really interesting, right? Like, the giant turtle sounds super cool. Like,
Oh gosh, that turtle's amazing. They come through, and there's been some people who have like started some food stalls on there.
right.
They just sort of forage whenever the turtle takes a nap or like stops for a little bit, and then they like bring it back and then they start cooking. And yeah, it's almost it's like a food vehicle.
And then like
Yeah.
the treasure cruise. Wow. What
Yeah.
a story that must be.
It's surprisingly expensive. I haven't been on I haven't been on it.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for digging through time. As you're-
Other Sultai card names.
I'm glad that you survived the Gurmag anglers, right?
Yeah. The hooting mandrills and
course.
yeah.
Yeah, they were fine. I mean, it was kind of hot, so, I wasn't always wearing my plate armor all the time, but, Sarania's got great aim. Really great archer.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's a kill shot, I'm sure.
straight? Right, dead on straight or no?
Huh?
Would you say her aim is true? Or another way of saying it, straight.
Yeah.
Just question marks over Elka and Sarania's head, just like,
Right.
huh? Huh?
I'm giving Sarania a little thumbs up.
Sarania looks at you just like, huh?
Sarania is not picking it up.
Sarania, you're putting so many things down and they're just still on the ground.
I'm a helper. I'm a helper.
So at this point,
What do we want to do about this?
Elka stands up and goes to the bathroom, which is hopefully indoors. She doesn't have to go out to an outhouse or anything. Yeah.
What if we get? I mean, I think as soon as Elka has set up to go to the bathroom, I think we need to call a huddle.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we can invite Sarania into our huddle as well if we'd like. I'll be like, you get in here.
Everyone in the party except the groom's brother and
Yeah.
the Rakdos androgen.
They're just, Racheza and Helmut are just out there, like, sharing a seafood tower.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay.
Have a wonderful time with it.
I don't think that I think
Something's up.
I think we should not have this wedding proceed.
I mean, it sounds like Egbert was there as a pillar of strength in her minute of need.
Look, as much as I want to feel great about that idea, I know that it's the wrong thing to meddle in other people's affairs like that.
Yeah, but there's something up with Egbert. He's not all natural, and like all the Ravnican people, he's not a fine pillar of macho I don't want to say brutality, but like musculature, like Bophades, who's worked hard and earned his reputation. He's been doing Simic body augments, and you know what we thought was an adventuring party? They don't even like him. He just owes them money. Apparently, they're following him around so he can collect a big dowry from your friend.
Oh no. This is terrible. We need to break up this wedding.
That's much worse than he's on gear.
Yeah.
To be clear.
Yeah. The fact that he is only in this for the cash payout.
Yeah.
Sarania looks really confused and says, but Elka doesn't have a dowry.
That's gonna really irritate some people very shortly.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll try to knowledge history because I would have grown up near Elka, and I get like a 19.
Oh, yeah.
And 20, and I'm proficient.
Dirty
So
20.
like I should remember, dirty
Yeah.
20, but it's a proficient check.
So here's what you remember.
Yeah.
Elka's family are all shepherds. Like,
Oh.
they don't have much.
Oh.
They don't have much at all. Like, anything of value that she has in her person. So, Sorania's right. Elka doesn't have a dowry. However,
But Egbert, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
but Egbert is the eldest son of the Abstreiter, Mason, like, conglomerate that is here in town. Like, this is their headquarters. Like, they are known. They make bank on making tombstones, mausoleums, statues, all sorts of things that people need, mostly for their graveyards. So, and as you can imagine, the wear and tear on those is pretty rapid. So, constantly cycling through. The fact that they're on a granite cliff means that they have a lot of material to handle. So, there might be something going on there. Like, you know, he has access to money, but it is kind of weird that he's putting Elka's dowry as the first thing on the table.
That's what Rayquaza.
Rayquaza. Just into the Pokemon Rayquaza.
Richiza.
Rayquaza. That's what
Rayquaza.
Rayquaza. That's what Rayquaza told me, that they are here to collect, and that Egbert has promised them that after he gets married, money will be around. And he's saying it's Elka's dowry, but he might be trying to hide the fact that he's from himself a very wealthy family. Apparently, he's racked up some imp gambling debts.
Yeah, maybe his family won't let him have any access to the money until he's married.
That's true. You gotta settle down and straighten out.
That could be a contingency of his inheritance or something.
We can't let him go straight. We have to stop the wedding.
What's
it with the straight?
What's imp
Racing.
Imp gambling?
Imp gamble. Apparently, they gamble on imp cruelty.
You hear from I was going to say Rayquaza. You hear from Rayquaza. They like it.
Well, see, all I can think of is like these little like demons in their spandex suits with little wings, and for some reason they have pug faces on bicycles while people throw hand grenades at them.
I was imagining like a typical humanoid devil face, but then it's got like everyone's got a big handlebar mustache,
Yeah.
and they're all on these little bikes with striped shirts. It's like
Four-seater velocipedes.
like black and white striped like sleeveless t-shirt for working out.
Yeah.
And these little tiny bikes, their knees are like up at their chins. Yeah.
The point being, we
fan art, please. Make imp racing.
Tag me. Yeah.
Tag us.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It makes me, I don't like it. No. I say thee nay.
Well, we should probably like watch some imp racing before we decide. Oh, you mean Egbert in the wedding? Oh, okay.
So this wedding is extremely fast. Extremely fast.
Well, we might die tomorrow.
Is this? But
That's what Elka always tells me about this place.
but
That's just Innistrad's motto.
but I imagine courtships take longer than 3 days.
Well, they've been dating for like 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I don't know. Look, I knew Egbert was a bad dude, but she's got a heart of gold, Elka. She just wants to see the best in people. What can you do?
Did anything back on
Let's
Ravnica?
do that.
I tried.
Did anything back on Ravnica happen 6 months ago?
I don't know. I was on Tarkir.
Oh, right. Sorry. I thought Marchiza said something earlier, so I thought she was not. Richiza, sorry.
If there's anything
Rayquaza.
paladins are good at, it's being judges of character. Right?
That's true, actually.
Like, that they can literally smell evil on you. Right? Like, you would think they would both be very good judges of each other's character. They know what they're getting into. Right? But like, why does this feel scuzzy?
On that note, you hear a scream come from the back of a little further back where Elka was.
Oh, at the bathroom.
I'll scurry over there.
Yeah, everybody except Rayquaza just gets up and like runs over, and the bathroom is similarly like reinforced. Some silver emergency bag of poppy seeds, all of that, and Elka is there. And there is a floating Geist of a weaselly-looking man in an Innistrad paladin's robes. And it's Egbert.
Oh. Oh, no.
Huh?
We
Where
were
did
going
they
to
go
break
to
this
party?
wedding up.
That's what he looks like. Finally.
Man,
to know what he looks like for real.
Their party's cooking off, I guess. They already killed the groom.
And and then Elka just screams and says, no, Egbert, come back to me, Egbert, come back. And you see Egbert look at her with a very sad, mournful expression, and then fade off into the air, disappears. And then behind you, you hear Rayquaza say, well, fuck.
What? Huh? To Elka. I'm like, what was that?
I don't oh no, he's dead? We have to get over the abstractor house now. And Helmut is like, he was fine when I left him.
I thought, how was this shocking? I thought people on Innistrad could die at any time. Chuha mutters under their breath as they like roll along.
So that you all,
Let's haul buttock over to.
We're crashing the stag do after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so you
Great news.
So you run over to the abstractor house, which is a large manse on top of a,
Dang.
on top of like a bluff or so. And, as you see this enormous structure, you also know that there is an incredible statue garden.
I was going to say, a lot of nice sculptures. Yeah.
Really nice sculptures out in front. And, there's, you see this, the lights are, all the torches are ablaze. There's a lot of light coming from the inside. The doors are open. You hear wailing. And as you enter, please, everybody make a perception check for me.
19.
19.
11.
11 as well.
18.
You see out of the corner of your eye, it's interesting. It's not something you expect, but there's like a tile, there's some tile work over the entryway, and you see like a little crab. Like it's all of the carvings are of like flowers or like various botanical elements, and peeking out from under a leaf, you see like a little crab.
Like a carved stone.
A little star of carved stone crab.
Am I aware of the significance of a crab?
Maybe not, but I am.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
what's that mean?
could be Bruno Stromkirk's presence.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like, Bofidis is probably like looking at the sculptures being like, it's not real marble, it's granite. It's kind of plain.
Yeah, you probably
The
wouldn't be
subjects are like,
yeah, you probably wouldn't be like, why is there a crab here?
yeah, just being like, well, this one is kind of like, I don't know, not very good.
It's like there's a whole bunch of angels. There's
Another
like
angel.
busts,
Another angel.
stoic looking people.
Yeah, like Bofidis, on Theros, we have some sculpture. I'm not saying it's the best in the multiverse, but maybe I didn't appreciate just how good it was. And what the hell is this crab? Just a crab? Just a random crab.
Just an itty bitty crab.
Apparently, they've got so much granite to carve up here, they'll even put it in the archways.
Yeah, like tile work. Like, let me tell you. Okay.
It's definitely like a large Tudor style house, except for like the most of the wall is made of like granite and like rock.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
got that kind of Tudor looking stuff going
Like
on.
just dried off again. All right.
You're just
inside.
perfectly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you walk in, you all like bust in through the door, and you see in front of you a wailing man with a big beard being like comforted by Hansel. Like he's sitting in a kitchen chair, basically just off to the side of a large hearth. You walk in the door, there's a big hearth there. There is a severe looking woman, also roughly the same age, with like flinty blue eyes and kind of like straw like blonde hair, also pulled into a braid that wraps around her head. And you also see like the two other Ravnican folks looking pretty pissed off. As Helmut rushes in, you see him run towards what looks like, a slightly darker, like tanned skinned person with straight black hair, and says, "Yannick, are you all right? Oh, darling, I don't even know how. We can't even find the body, but we just saw his Geist appeared. Egbert's dead. And Helmut says, we saw him back at the slippery, salty clam. On the salty level, not the slippery level. But anyway, he appeared and then he left. What happened? And then Gottfried says, I don't know. But he did it. And he points to a corner that you all haven't looked at, like right behind you. And right behind you is a vampire. The same vampire you saw earlier.
Oh, the hot one.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
hot one.
It doesn't narrow it down.
The one that got thrown out of the window.
Yeah. Okay.
all right.
The defenestrated one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You see him bound up in a chair with his arms tied behind his back, gagged, and looking at everyone like, it's him. He did it.
Huh? What? Did what?
He did it.
Did-
He killed, of course, vampires around here, you know how they are. They'll take anyone, they'll take anything. He just came back from Ravnica. His blood must be interesting. He must have eaten him.
Where's the...
So where's the body?
I don't know, ask him.
You gagged him.
All right, fine. The bearded man stands up and takes the gag off.
Can I just say, let me talk to him. I don't have any blood. He can't do anything to me.
Sure.
I don't.
Yeah.
Right.
Try to bite me. I'm made of ash and bad moods.
All right. So you walk up to this hot vampire.
Hey, what do you do with the weasel man? I mean, the respectfully dead weasel man.
The groom.
Right. That's what his name was.
He was a paladin of Sigarda.
The Weasley Paladin of Sigarda, who is a groom. I say to the vampire, and I'm also going to do my little mind trick to see if I can get a vibe check on him.
Okay. Anyone else wants to roll perception too? on this
Sure.
guy?
Phoenix. Make sure this is a good one.
I got a 13.
20.
My perception
21.
check is, this is a big foyer.
Okay, so because you've seen it before, you see a little like diamond cravat pin. It's shaped like a itty bitty crab.
Shaped like an itty bitty crab.
A little bitty crab.
A little bit of
On the
crab.
vampire.
Pinch.
Just a little pinch.
Cancer.
21 on my insight check on our vampire friend.
Oh, he's so dumb. And he's so hot. And if he did anything, he'd be too dumb to know what to do with it afterwards. But he looks at you and says, "Look, I was here just to get a nice big barrel of fish. I got the barrel and I left with it. I gave it to the rest of my friends, and then they found me and they put me in a chair and they put this on me." It doesn't seem like he's lying, but you don't know for sure.
What the heck does a vampire want with a barrel of fish?
Look, it wasn't for me. I just do deliveries.
You're a delivery boy.
Well,
Well, you're not
I'm
really
a man.
alive.
Delivery man.
I'm a delivery man.
You're a delivery man,
I'm not boy.
not boy. Well, I mean, everybody seems young to me.
Both of these. We should try to make sure everyone who's here stays here, and then I'll cast Zone of Truth, and then you can keep just talking to this person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want person without blood.
I don't think he's lying. I think he's too stupid to make anything up.
What is Zone of Truth?
So for 10 minutes in like a 15-foot sphere, so I'm not sure if that's going to do the entire foyer or not, but if you want to lie, it's either hard or
Where
impossible.
do you want to center the sphere? Do you want to center the sphere on this guy, or do you want to center the sphere in like to make sure to catch everyone?
Yeah, I'd rather catch as many people in here as I can. Yeah.
I think some of this stonework is a little ostentatious.
I'll bar the door.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Matt.
The beard looks at you and just stares daggers at your face.
So yeah, it
My
guard-
apologies. It's a pleasure to meet you.
guards against deception in a 15-foot
These
radius sphere.
fluffy
So
bastards.
how do you really feel about meeting them?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
On a point within range, so yeah, I can just choose like the archway or something, until the spell ends. A creature that entered the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there makes a charisma saving throw on a failed save. A creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
Right. So I guess I didn't say, I'm sorry, it's a pleasure to meet you, because neither of those are true. I guess what I said was, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
There you go.
What's the saving? What's the saving?
Right. It's a charisma saving throw with, I guess, is the DC for that save related to
It's-
my
yeah.
caster
Yeah,
level?
it would be your
It would be
8 plus charisma modifier.
Yeah, so +4. Yeah, I have a charisma of 18.
And then usually your proficiency bonus too, right?
yeah.
Is that how that works? Okay.
Yeah.
I believe that's how it goes.
So 16?
Okay, everyone rolled below 16, so everybody failed. Thanks, Dice.
Okay.
Thanks for keeping the story going. Love that.
Even Chuha can't lie right now.
So you can't tell a deliberate lie. It doesn't like force you to speak. It just means that, yeah. And then the affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions which would normally lie. The creatures can be evasive yet must be truthful.
I think we can make sure that people know that they don't actually have too many options but answer our questions as Chuha pulls out a dagger.
Sure.
Whoa.
What?
Right.
Well, that escalated quickly.
I mean, there's someone who may or may not, but is probably dead. The escalation has already happened. I'm just meeting the moment.
Yeah.
Fair point. Someone and Richeza enters as well. It's like, whoa. Oh, they pass.
Okay. I know that they passed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So did both of these.
Okay.
For whatever that's
Good.
worth.
No, that's useful, actually.
Yeah.
yeah, I did not.
I know that both of these passed. Like, I get to find out who passes and fails. But the rest of, like, the other two Ravnikins, the vampire, and we assume the father, or...
You don't know who these people are.
Okay, all right. But the other people in...
Yannick, Helmut.
I'm assuming the two older, sharper-looking people are Egbert's parents. That's my guess, but we don't know.
No one's asked.
Okay. That's fine. So let's just ask the vampire again. Did you kill Egbert?
No.
Well, he's telling the truth.
All right.
Does anyone here know who did kill Egbert?
They don't have to say, right?
Chuha can make some compelling arguments about why they might.
They don't
want
have
be-
to answer, do
They
they?
don't have to answer.
No one says a
To
thing.
answer.
You gotta single them out.
Helmet, someone here knows what happened. Yannick, do you know what happened?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I was getting canapes.
All right. Great. Who's this old lady?
Oh, that is Lotta. She is Gottfried's wife.
Oh, and who's Godfried?
Gottfried is the middle brother. He's my older brother, but he's younger than Egbert.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Great. So, did either of you kill Egbert?
Silence.
Yes. Gottfried, tell us what happened here.
Permission for violence?
Wait.
Violence on standby.
You don't know how we party in Avishkar, do you?
We were having a good time. We had a conversation. Later, I saw his ghost. That is what has happened.
We were having a conversation, had a good time. Later, I saw his ghost. What's in the middle?
Wow, even Monocles picked that up.
Yeah.
Huh?
There were canapes.
Are there still canapes?
Yes.
Ooh.
Lotta says there are lots of canapes. She turns around and makes to leave.
Lotta, come back. Tell us what happened.
I made canapes?
What happened to Egbert?
He had a good time? And then there was a ghost. Later.
How did Egbert die?
Quiet.
So, like, everyone here
Sure.
knows that that's weird, right?
That they did it.
Oh, everybody knows that they're in the zone of truth.
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they-
But I mean, like,
Yeah.
no, like saying out
Yeah.
loud, like, hey, we all understand that, like, that's super suspicious, yeah?
yeah.
Cool?
What's Elka doing?
She's not here, right?
She's not there.
crying in the bathroom.
crying.
back
Oh, okay.
at the
Right.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Sarania.
We all left her. Oh,
Okay,
Sarania's
yeah,
still there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sarania's still
How
there.
are Helmet and Yannick reacting?
They were horrified.
Right.
They're horrified.
Are they talking to, because this is the other brother?
Yes, it's the other brother.
Yeah.
Gottfried,
So
Helmet,
first
and Egbert are brothers, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Godfried and Lotta
Lotta
are
is-
not responding.
Yes, Gottfried and Lotta are not responding.
Okay.
All right. Can we?
We've also got the other two travelers, right?
Yeah, the other two raps.
Ravnikins.
What does Helmet think of this?
Are you asking Helmut? what
No,
he
no, I
thinks
mean,
of it?
like, is Helmet, like, he's just a gog. He's not like getting in on his brother to answer the question. Oh, that's very bad. That's 11.
Yeah, he's just so shocked.
Okay.
It's just taking him aback. Yeah, he's in shock.
The oh yeah, right, the Ravnikins. Did you see anything?
Yeah, Ravnikins. Tell us the truth. I know. Trust me. I'm familiar with
What
Ravnikins.
is truth? Says the Vidalkin.
Oh my God, what did you see?
Yeah. How did our boy die?
Look,
Oh, you want to have this argument?
a worthy opponent appears. Well, we were just having canapes. There's so many. And then we had some wine. And then there seemed to be some kind of rug. I don't know. They went over there. And then the woman says, well, I did see, according to my notes here in my ledger, let's see, Gottfried and, what's his face? The guy who owes us money. What's his
Egbert?
name? Yeah, right, Egbert. They went out and, for a smoke break. Then only Gottfried came back. There was a bit of a commotion and, that's about it. Then Lottie came in with canapes. There's so many.
Many canapes, apparently.
Make light work. No. No.
I feel like we're pointing at the canapes a lot, and all I can think of is Monty Python's Meaning of Life, where death comes in and it's like, the salmon mousse.
Gottfried, what was the last thing Egbert said before he died?
He didn't mean it.
What did he say?
He said he didn't mean it.
Oh, he said he didn't mean it. Okay, sorry. I thought you were saying about the thing that he said. Sorry.
What did he not mean?
What does he say directly before that?
Yeah.
It doesn't want to be incriminating. Hey, Linden,
Yeah.
do you have police on Innistrad, or are you it?
There's us, and then sometimes there's some other, establishments strong enough to do that. The vampires, certainly. And then the Stitchers will have guards. And sometimes some of the towns have, just their own
So
little
you're
forces
saying
here
that
and
whatever
there, but mostly
happens here
Stitchers.
is nice and legal.
So
It's more about the possibility of punishment, really.
Oh, by the way, Herman is also back at the Salty Clam. Sorry.
right.
Go ahead.
You know how the vampire is tied up? We should do that to them.
Sure. I mean, it's their house.
Anyone roll perception?
Yeah.
Sure.
Love to. One of these days.
Got a 6.
One of these days.
An 11.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, so you go over to
Well, they obviously did something. They're not cooperating, and so we should stop them from running away.
Yeah. Actually, I go to Gottfried and ask, where did you take Egbert?
outside,
More specific, please.
behind the house.
Large house.
Large house. I helped make it
Mm-hmm.
with my
So-
hands.
Strong, bludgeoning hands.
And on that note, you hear a creak, all of you, and you turn around. It's coming towards the corner, from the corner where the vampire was, and you see Lottie with a knife and an unbound vampire who says, "The things I do for family," and runs at Linden.
Okay.
Fangs bared. And anyone want to make perception?
Sure. Again. I got a 16 this time.
6.
Jeez.
Nothing. There's
No.
nothing.
No.
Monocles is just
I have not rolled the last 4 perception checks have all been 5 or below.
13.
13. You, Linden, clock that there's a little crab hairpin
Right.
in Lottie's hair
Okay.
before the vampire lunges at you.
Do I recognize the vampire?
It's the vampire who got...
It's the same vampire.
hot
It's the hot
vampire.
vampire.
Okay.
It flew out the window.
Vampire.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was a different one. All right.
Nope.
Lottie just managed to unbind him while we were doing this. Okay.
Yep. That was what the perception is all about.
So now instead of pinning the murder on this vampire, they've got some other plan. Great.
And I think as the vampire lunges to drain you dry, this is a good place to leave everyone.
Oh no.
Yeah, we got the audience comfortably on a cliff.
Yeah.
On a cliff.
A sea cliff.
In Brunel.
Yeah. Perfect.
Beautiful. Well, what happens next? Will all our friends be exsanguinated, except this one, who doesn't have blood? Stay tuned for the next episode of Grooms and Geists, a Brides and Berserkers adventure. We'll see you next time. I've been Michelle Rapp. You can find me on the internet at Kilnfiend Potter on Blue Sky and Kilnfiend Pottery on Instagram. And you can find these lovely people on their lovely places here on Lonely Ray Run. With that, we'll see you next time. Sleep well.